Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tides of Death. How are you guys doing today? Nick, what's going on?
Struggling through the heat, but I've been playing this new game. I was playing a bit on the stream last night, so some of you might have seen it. But it's called Splitgate. It's like a free-to-play. It's basically just Halo 3, but completely ripped off. Like, it's literally exactly like Halo 3 in terms of how it plays. But they've added the portal gun from Portal. So it's like
Ooh.
it's like a first-person shooter multiplayer, but you can make like blue and red portals to like shoot through them. So you can have like the sniper in the back corner of the map, but make a portal like high up somewhere and then like aim through a wall and snipe people from the portal. It's pretty sick.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
What about you, PotatoMcWhiskey? How's life going?
Life is going good. I was actually, speaking of games, I was watching your stream, Koibu, and you were playing Prosperous Universe, and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I like spreadsheet games. I loaded it up
Yeah.
and like immediately bankrupted my company.
Well, it's a sweet game. I am unnecessarily addicted to it. I try not to play it while we play D&D, but like, whew, it's open in my on a tab in my window 24 hours a day, or whenever I'm online.
It's
Love that
permanently
game.
open in your mind though.
Yeah,
Seriously,
true.
I go to bed
Yeah.
thinking about formulas and spreadsheets and which planets to settle. I wake up being like, oh, I gotta get up by 10 because then my ship arrives. I get up so early these days just in order to unload my cargo on time. I love that game. It's amazing.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about...
Go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say it reminds me of playing browser MMOs when I was like 12.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah.
What's up with you, Mr. Mooton?
Not much. Very excited. I have a new lease on D&D, and I'm just seeing life through a different scope after the Reddit threads. So
Ooh.
I'm
We
excited.
will get to that shortly, I'm sure.
Yes.
Is that a platypus behind you? Other side.
It is a niffler. Yeah, it is from Harry Potter. It was the little thing that would steal like all the gold and stuff.
Nice. And last but not least, Pokemon challenges. What's going on?
Not much, just chilling. It's been a really nice, late summer kind of weather around here, so I'm chilling on my balcony a lot, just having a good time. And I've been super hyped for this session like all week.
Nice.
Awesome. So, where last we left, there was a fight, got complicated, people died, and then we had some tech issues. So I'm going to give Pokemon Challenges a chance to speak up where he was cut off because of technical problems, if you have anything to say.
Not me.
I think you meant potato.
Go on, Pokemon.
I meant Potato
He
McWhiskey, the other person with the P name.
I think it's probably better for the pace of the campaign and just keeping things going if I just accept that I had technical issues and it happened. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
I was going to try to convince Nilram to leave the bard alive just so we could like get info, but Nilram was like he was cock thirsty for that bard, so
He was.
or knife thirsty.
Needs to wet
I
his
don't
point.
disagree.
Well then, you guys are standing over the body of the bard.
Nilram
there.
stands up.
Wait,
Go ahead.
I have a pirate fact.
Oh,
Me too.
yes!
Me too. Yeah.
Bring on the Pyrofax.
All right, so it's not much of a fact and more of a retelling of a legend. So I felt like I could add to this the kind of local pirate legends that surround my kind of region. Especially because of my vacation that I took to Denmark and Sweden. It's really relevant to this. The legend of the most famous German pirate of them all, Störtebeker, Klaus Störtebeker, who is rooted in an actual historical figure, a leader of a group of privateers that were originally hired by Denmark in a war against Sweden to, capture merchant ships and all that. And then after the war, him and his crew decided, fuck it, this is sick. We're gonna keep, capturing merchant ships. This is awesome. His name, Störtebeker, actually, in like old lower German means like to empty a cup in one gulp. So
Nice.
he was known for being able to empty an entire 4-liter cup.
Whoa.
Holy shit. That's impressive.
Which is like a US gallon.
Mhm.
It's like the
in
capacity of the
one-
human stomach.
Yeah, in one gulp. And according to that's all that's like known historically. According to legend, though, this guy was up to a lot. So him and his fleet eventually ended up getting captured in Hamburg, and tried for piracy. That him and like 73 of his men, and he offered to surround the city of Hamburg in a chain of gold in exchange for his life, which is apparently
Wow.
how much riches he had acquired.
Wow.
But the city of Hamburg said, "No, you're going down. You're dying." And then during the trial, apparently Störtebeker offered that after you behead me, line up, or like when you behead me, line up my entire crew in one line, and then behead me. And as far as my headless body can walk, that many people you let go.
Whoa. That's pretty
And
baller.
apparently, according to the legend, he was beheaded, and the headless body walked 11 men before the executioner tripped him with his leg.
No, what a bastard.
Damn.
Whoa.
That's fucking hardcore, man.
And the executioner then executed everyone but those 11 men. And then the Senate of Hamburg apparently asked the executioner if he hadn't been tired after executing all these men. And the executioner said he had enough energy to keep going to execute every last man in that Senate as well if they wanted to.
Whoa.
For which the executioner himself then was sentenced to death.
Serves him right.
Wow.
And apparently, according to legend, when they recovered his ship, the masts of the ship were made of a core of gold, which is what like a lot of historical sets in Hamburg are now designed after. So yeah, that's my local kind of pirate legend.
I
cool.
love it. Take yourself 7% experience for that.
Whoa.
That was a great fact.
God damn.
That was good.
Localized
That
to your region, multiple facets to it, legend and history. That was good. That was a stellar pirate fact.
It's not a pirate fact. I do have a pirate fact, but I just want to tell a quick story. You know, you were talking about downing the stein of beer. So I went to Oktoberfest a few years ago on a stag do, and people were like standing up on the benches and like downing, you know, like the 2-liter steins. And one of the guys I was with stood up to try and do it, and they got about halfway through and abandoned it. And like the hundreds of people around us started booing him and like throwing shit at him. It was amazing. We got a video. It was so funny.
That's how it's gonna go down at Oktoberfest.
But my pirate fact, right? Everyone thinks that pirates drink grog, yeah? But grog actually was something that they just drank to ward off scurvy. So it was like 3 parts water, only 1 part rum, had lime and sugar in it, and it was basically just to make sure that they weren't like dehydrating and dying of scurvy. Actually, if they wanted to get drunk, they would have drank wine most of the time because it was a lot stronger in alcohol, especially back then. And actually, there's plenty of pirates that refused drinking on their ships. Plenty that would allow it, but there's some such as wait, where is he? Edward Lowe, who banned all drinking on a ship to keep things tightly ordered. So,
Wow.
it's not a 7% fact. It's maybe a 5% fact.
How fast was Edward Lowe thrown overboard?
No, I think he was a relatively successful pirate, you know.
I'll give you 5% for the grog facts. I like grog.
I'll take it.
I like the
I'll take
concepts
5%.
of these things. Nice.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other pirate facts for the day? All
Nope.
right. So, we're here in the desert. Nilrub, you're about to say something?
Norm stands up, wipes off his robe, looks at Captain Winters,
I shake my head.
points a dagger, not like menacingly, just kind of loose in his hand, like he's trying to tell him something. We made a promise to Spike that we were going to kill every single man in here and woman. I look around at the dozens of women on the ground. We need to be keeping our promises. I admit, I went into a rage here. Probably could have done it better. However, I think keeping our promises is very important. And this bard, I'll spit on him, was one of his men that needed to die.
I get it, Nilram, but this guy never raised a blade to us. And he might have been useful. He could
And,
sell
I'd like to
What
say, I don't think I signed up for this promise.
I nod. I think that then going forward, the captain should be the one doling out the promises. But I would like to say that I don't want to see any weakness from you, Captain John Winters.
My only
Fucking
weakness
pirates.
was allowing you to disobey my orders, Nilram.
I nod.
Milram
When we're out
crew
on the
member
field.
engages in a promise to listen
Yeah.
to their captain and follow orders. So you better keep
Exactly.
that promise too.
If you've got issues with my leadership, Norm, bring it up back at the base or on the ship, not while we're out in the field. That's the kind of thing that's going to get us all killed. When we're out here fighting for our lives, there's got to be one chain of command, and we all know that I'm sat right at the top of it.
I know.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
look around and say, well, at least none of us are dead. And Bobby, I say, looking at the kid, just remember, you'd be lying in that ditch, bleeding to death if it wasn't for me spending our hard-earned treasure to keep you alive. Next time we're in a battle, if I see you hiding, I'll kill you myself.
Bobby
I'll
wags his
also
head up and
gesture at
down.
him and punch my palm.
How much HP is in one salve?
9, I think.
Yeah.
But it takes 9 rounds to apply.
Yeah, Can I use a salve or no? I mean, I'm not going to be much use in battle, anyways.
I mean,
I'm cool with waiting.
I can
what's
give
our-
everyone one to use as you wish, but if you want more, you'll have to come and ask for them in the future. So maybe I wouldn't suggest using like all 9 now. Like maybe just use a handful. But I will hand everyone one. So I'm taking 3 off my character sheet.
Okay.
So you can all
I
take
have a
one.
tin. I
Oh,
think
you
I'm
already got
pretty sure.
one. Okay,
Yeah, I think I was holding one of the tins. Let me double
yeah,
check.
that makes sense.
I think I
Uh,
was, but I forgot to write it down.
I'm just going to feel really silly if I die. Somebody use half the 10. Somebody use 5. I have 4 left.
While Nilrum's like slathering himself, I'm gonna say to the party, this is all well and good, but Spike has left, right? He ran off with some sort of treasure.
With his treasure, yeah. He can't
do
have
need to
gone
look-
far. This is a desert.
We do need to lick our wounds, but the longer we stay here, getting ourselves together without a plan, the further he gets away, and the less likely we are to get that treasure.
I point to the guy who's tied up. Well, Captain,
Wait, who's tied up?
I'm pointing at him on the map. This guy?
Yeah, we dragged
Dude.
this guy out of a room.
Yeah, he's tied up.
All right. I pull my dagger out of its sheath and like wipe the blood off it on my pants and like walk up to him and say, "Well, Norm, you did make a promise." And,
Whoa! I gotta, Captain.
Mm-hmm.
In order for our reputation to spread, someone does need to witness us doing these things.
And we can't let it be Spike.
Do
No, no.
you
Now it
think
could either
maybe-
be this guy or the rest of the town.
Do you think maybe this guy knows where Spike is hiding?
I kick him a bit. He's not gagged, is he? You know where Spike is?
No, but I know where he might have gone. Maybe.
Where's that?
The corral.
Where's that? The tavern?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What's
So,
your name, kid?
Cano. My name's Cano. Who are you?
I'm Nilrim, the Mad Wizard. He laughs at him.
Also known as Magic Man, I will add.
Yeah. And
I turn back to the party and say, we need anyone else for the base? We bring this guy along or just cut something off him and send him on his way?
He's one of Spike's guys. I think we either get info out of him or we kill him.
well, we need to
yeah.
leave one person, as we said. We got info out of him.
Well, if we're going to the tavern anyway, you know.
I say we brand him with our sigil and send him on his way. Something that he can show people that he ran into the 4 of us,
The Crimson
5
Fist.
of us, as the
I'll
Crimson
add
Fist. As I
excitedly,
point at
Crimson
Willie.
Fist.
The
Crimson Fist.
Nice.
I'm cool with the Crimson Fist. Yeah.
Sure. How are we gonna brand him though?
It's probably easy to do like a fist, right? You just do like one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could use
Little professor.
Archie's knuckles.
Like the Riot logo.
Oh, could Archie? Is there a fire in here somewhere?
Oh yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, of course. You always keep a fire
Okay.
burning somewhere in a house. Making
Can
a
we-
fire from scratch is a bitch.
Can we get Archie's brass knuckles in the fire and then we'll brand him like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, Archie, it's
Just
on
like
you, mate.
the
And we need to pick one spot that we always put it in. So Archie can probably pick that because Archie's gonna be the one doing it.
All right, Archie.
I
this is an
say
important
right
decision.
cheek.
Right cheek. Highly visible. Okay.
Do we do like the cross section of the brass knuckle? Because I think if we do it like from the front, it doesn't really look like anything.
It just looks
right?
like 4 dots. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would look like a bar with maybe some like deeper spots on some bumpy things. You could do the backside if you want it to look a little bit more curved.
We'll have to get ourselves an actual tool
Brand,
for this.
yeah.
For now, this is just a temporary measure.
You can get some brass knuckles with like skulls on each of the knuckles or something.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Actually, and it's another use of my heat metal spell. Sweet. I'm on board with the branding idea.
No, that is actually good.
Yeah.
I do need something to hold the brass knuckles with, but I'm sure there's going to be something to do that.
Yeah, you can find some cloth or whatever in the house. There's plenty of things lying about. Takes a little while to brand the guy. Get the metal heated, stick it on his face. He lets out, a bloodthirsty scream as you press the hot metal into him. But soon enough, it's over and done with. Wiley's here. Bobby's here. The prisoner is tied up.
I take a piece of his hair.
Is
And
he?
I
Does he
tell-
have... Sorry.
Ben.
Sorry. No, it's okay.
And I tell him, as a wizard, I can track you down. Your life's goal is, if anybody asks you what happened here, to retell the tale of the Crimson Fist and how the promises that we make and we keep.
He nods
And I'll point to the
enthusiastically.
bard.
Uh-huh. I'll tell him.
Niram also has the new bard's hat on his. Yeah, I need to get that token fixed, but yeah.
Oh, nice. It's a natural wizard's art. Cool.
Yeah, it is actually.
I'll go to the bottom and kick his body over and search his pockets.
I already ran him through.
Yep, you guys have already searched and pillaged everything there is to be found in the house.
There's like nothing.
Yeah, Bard's already been taken. You guys have already distributed the wealth, I believe, to your character sheets. But now it's just a matter of finding Spike. It's been
Yeah,
maybe
wait,
30
before
minutes
we-
since the battle. Go ahead.
Before we head to the coral, I walk casually over to the tied up man. And I say, well, hopefully for you, this is the last time you see us. But a little going away present. And I will unbuckle my belt, unbutton my pants, and take a piss on this guy.
He has no choice but to sit there, soaked in urine.
Yeah. And
Tears
I
stream
zip up.
down his face.
Fasten my belt, and turn around. All right,
And,
let's find this tavern.
before we go, I'll say to the guy tied up, and by the way, if you ever see us again and you try to fight us, you will be the first person I kill. But if you work with us, you may live.
Okay. Whatever you want.
And then I'll leave him alone.
Should I repeat your names to as part of my tale?
Tell it the best way you can, like you were a bard, and then I'll spit on the bard.
He looks to the bard in horror, not really wanting to be a bard, and just meekly slumps deeper into the ground to hide from you. Well, night has
All right.
fallen in this desert town, and it's gotten pretty quiet. When you'd come in earlier, there had clearly been signs of life, people about doing things, having a good old time, drinking, carrying on, distant music playing. But after the fight, all has gone quiet. And if you step out from the little compound that you're in right now, you'll see that lights have been extinguished across the town. Little bits of glows will come from windows. As I mentioned before, everyone always keeps a fire running somewhere. So you can see, some houses are occupied, but it's generally gone dark and quiet.
Yeah. Pretty easy to see the tavern, or not?
You'll have to
Imagine
look
it's
around
one.
for a little bit, but, this isn't... You can zoom out on this map and see that the town is not particularly big.
Yeah,
Town is actually a
it's
very
probably got-
generous term.
More fire and more noise coming from the tavern than anywhere else, probably.
So you
We could
guys...
also probably get the prisoner to point us in the rough direction.
Okay, yeah.
If you ask
Don't
Kano,
piss on him. but-
they will tell you that over here is where the bar is. Maybe you guys can't see that ping. There we go. Lower right corner of the map.
Okay. So we walk through the streets, covered in blood, essentially, right towards this place.
Okay, let's get you
Norm
guys over
adjusts
here.
his new fancy hat.
Did the people in the compound, did they have like an identifying thing, like a medallion or some kind of thing that said, "Oh, we're Spike's crew"?
No, they didn't have any visual things. Looks like some sort of local band who doesn't need a marker. Everyone just kind of knows who's who.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, real quick before we do this, I would like to go to Wiley and tell him that he's fucking awesome.
Great.
Aye, lad.
And I'll like jokingly offer him like a high five, so he'd have to take it with the hand that he's missing.
He turns his kitchen knife to the side and tries to high five your hand.
Yeah, I find this hilarious, and I laugh at him for a bit, and then we go on.
Right.
Remember that I gave Bobby a dagger, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He should be coming with us as well. You've not got his token.
Yes. I forgot his token.
I think he's on 1 HP, though.
Yeah. I gave him my old dagger. I now have the Bard's ornate dagger.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll take my dagger back then.
Oh, you gave him one too? Sorry, I thought I gave
Yeah.
him one last week.
No, I mean, you let him take your old dagger. It's fine.
Yeah. My dagger
hold
was
mine.
nothing special.
Okay.
All right. Let's try and make this work without having to crack too many skulls. I will walk up to the front door of the tavern and peer through the window, if there is one.
Yes, it is the building to your right, actually.
Okay.
This
Wrong
building over
building,
here. Yeah.
Captain.
How busy is it looking?
The front door is closed when you arrive.
No window?
You could kind of like start walking around the building looking for windows, and you will find them down on the bottom side of the map.
Just
of the
make an
building.
entrance, kick it in.
Yeah, no, I don't walk all the way around. I bust into the door.
All right, this is
Take in what I see for a second.
Yeah, you see the kitchen. There are a couple of people who are had been looking out these side windows over here and had been listening at the door, and they quickly scatter like cockroaches to the sides, hiding under benches, behind a table. Someone grabs one of the fiery logs in the fire, doesn't pull it out all the way, leaves it in the fire, but clearly is going for some sort of panicked defense tool.
Can I begin casting Dust Devil?
Absolutely.
Is there like brewmaker supplies in this room or no? Like
Not
brewing
in this
supplies
room. This is more like the kitchen to feed things. The brewing
Okay.
supplies are probably in another building somewhere else, or in a different part of this building.
As I scan this room around, I see the guy grabbing the log, and I give him narrow my eyes and look at him and say, either do something or put it the fuck down, you coward.
He drops the log in the fire.
All right. I carry on walking into the main room, and I will kick the door open to make a bit of a bang, so everyone stops talking and looks over.
Yeah. As you
All right.
kick the door open, you can see that there are some folks here. Ooh, no, he's normal size, sorry. There are maybe a half dozen people in here already.
By people you mean are they armed or are they just like regular kind of?
I mean, yes, some of them have daggers, some of them have clubs. They are generally armed, but it doesn't look like they're putting up some sort of resistance. We live in this weird bandit town, so we all have weapons.
As I kick the door open, I look around the room and say, all right, listen up, you landlubbing fucks. We've got a debt to settle with Spike. I know he's in here. If you cowards try and hide him from me, I'll kill one of you every hour until I find him. Now, where is he?
Ooh, give me a charisma check. These people haven't seen you yet. They've
Is there
heard the
advantage
battle.
because he's in fucking blood, like blood
Covered in
soaked,
blood. Yeah.
like
we're
with
all-
water?
I'll give you a +2 on your charisma
Okay.
roll.
based.
Oh,
Oh my god.
yeah. Nice.
Yeah. This person at the end of the table just takes a finger and points up.
All right, I nod Archie towards the stairs, and I'll follow up after him.
I'll follow as well with a dagger.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll draw my rapier as I head up the stairs.
Okay.
Has,
So Archie's going
I'll
up.
drop the bottle of port I've been carrying on the floor.
Nice.
Has my Dust Devil gone off now at this point?
It does take about 2 minutes to cast, and I think that's been about 2 minutes. So as everyone is starting to march upstairs, your Dust Devil appears. Where would you like to cast it? You're outside.
I wanted to have it can I get information from the Dust Devil? Will it sense where people are? Like if someone tries to run away.
No, it won't convey any information back to you. It is not a sensor of any kind.
So sensory information doesn't pass between us.
Correct.
So it's hard. So we have to like be within visual range to coordinate.
Right, or you can say, go in there and, fuck shit up in that area, attack that thing, and it'll sort of follow your directions, but it's not particularly intelligent.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to just basically like cover this door, in case anyone runs out the downstairs, and then I'll follow up the party.
Spike, I know you're up here.
Just put a dust devil over here. As it spins around, Wiley and Bobby hang out near the back. You guys come up the stairs to the room where Spike supposedly is. He's not immediately obvious, but you can see that there is a door here, and a door here, and a door here. Plus this one that goes to the outside that you can see through the window that this is an outside door.
Yeah, I want to check out the window quickly to make sure he's not like jumping down off the roof and running away.
As he does that, I'm going to check the store. Just want to get the operations going.
Mm-hmm. Great. He's not outside. You can open this door. It swings freely. There's a staircase that goes to the rooftop.
Can you... I get a quick look in there. Do I see any clothing about? Do I see anything that would detail like there was someone in here?
No. It looks like it's a room that is somewhat used, although not very often. There are bedrolls splayed all over the place. It looks like a makeshift, what would you call it? Like a crash pad, essentially.
I will go to the roof as they assume search the rest of this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So you go up to the roof.
Apparently, stream can't see the building.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. Thank you for that. So, Nilworm checks the roof. You get up there, you see nothing. Captain Winters has poked his head outside, and he sees nothing. Sale comes to one room. Archie, I'm assuming you go to the other?
Oh, I'll go to the other, yeah.
Yeah.
If I hear anything, I'm going to turning around immediately,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sale, your door is unlocked. You can step in, see there's just a couple of beds and a chest and some carpets and stuff, but nothing serious or important in here.
Question?
Looks pretty much deserted. Mm-hmm.
These windows aren't big enough to fit out of, right?
They'd be a tight squeeze. Well,
Okay.
They would be an okay squeeze. Tight squeeze if you're on the heavier side.
Okay.
Archie, you get to a door and find it locked.
Open doors check. I think I need 10 or below, if I remember correctly.
Your open door should just be a D20.
Oh, sorry.
Then bars is the D100.
Yeah.
One question I have is, does my room look like it was abandoned in a hurry?
That's good.
No, it just looks like messy people sleep here. It's kind of a mess. It's like, I'm assuming all of our bedrooms.
Yes.
Not to assume that you guys are as messy as I am, but dreamer lifestyle.
I like to use my bed as a table, so
I don't
Mm-hmm.
even have a bed frame.
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I was expecting.
Me and Nick are like peasants.
With an 8, you easily kick open the door, and there he is. He's got a bag out, and he is stuffing stuff inside of it. And as the door flies open, his hand goes to his side, and he draws his rapier, leveling it in your direction.
I found him. I got him, crew. And
He takes a step. All right. You go
I'm
to
gonna-
attack him. He takes a step forward.
I go to the
Rapier out.
rooftop.
You're on the rooftop. And
I'm
I think
planning
it
him to
is
come out the window, and if he does, I'm just gonna drop down on him with a dagger. That's the goal.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, you won't be able to do much here anyway, so.
All right. Well,
Initiative?
can we all roll some initiative?
Do you want my initiative to get up there and get in position?
Yeah, just in case he manages to go before you, or just to see where everything lays. Ooh, Spike has bad initiative.
Has he got one weapon? He's just got one rapier, right?
Just the rapier. Well, he's got like a dagger at his side as well, but rapier's in
He's only
hand.
wielding the rapier. Yeah.
Oh, just a question. I'm not allowed to move and then cast, am I?
No, casting happens first and then movement.
Okay, let me change my action then, because I can't actually see him.
Archie with the 4. God damn, that is fast. Sail with the 9. So Archie, you kick open the door. He sees you. He draws his rapier. You shout for backup, and it's your turn.
Punching 19.
That is a hit. Breaking through his defenses, you crush his shoulder for 6 points of damage.
And number 2, 25.
That's a crit, right?
Another critical hit. God damn it, Archie. For 8 points of damage. It is Nilrum's turn. You managed to get to the rooftop, directly
position
over the
myself.
building.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for him to maybe jump out the window. I'm gonna probably wait for him to jump out this window. So that's what I'm focusing on.
All right, Sail.
I am casting Moment, so I can give +4 to any attack roll as long as someone tells me that they're going to do it. I can tell them the exact moment. That's like the best time to get past his guard.
Excellent.
I assume we would have like talked about this beforehand, like as a strategy thing, and we all recognize that you're casting this. So
Yeah, we've used this to open bars and stuff before. Like I've used,
Yeah.
I think this is my 3rd time to use this spell, so
Mhm.
I could probably shout out like, "I'll tell you when to go," and like,
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm next, so I will walk up and run into the room to stand next to Archie. I don't know if you want to give the moment to me, but I'm gonna give up my main gosh attack, Neil, to get 2 blocks this round. Wait, can I do that? He's only got 1 attack. I can't. No, never mind. Sorry, I was thinking about it wrong. Potato, do you want to give me the +4? Or are you gonna save it for next round?
yeah, like you'll shout out like, you'll like shout out something, and I'll be like now or whatever when you're going to attack. I think you
Yeah, I
take
mean, I
minus
guess
1
as
initiative.
as I walk in. Oh, -1 initiative would mean I'd go at the same time as him, though.
Yes.
Um,
-1 initiative, +1 to, or +4 to attack. And I assume I would have actually stepped over here so I could see.
Wait, is it -1 in initiative good?
No, like you're one initiative slower.
Oh, okay, +1. Sorry.
all right, seeing you cast a spell, I take a look over to you and say, all right, I'm going in. Or I'm going to back up Archie or something. I take the -1 initiative, Neil, for the +4, so I'll go at the same time as him.
All right, the two of you go simultaneously. Spike sees what's going on here. This is a big full room. He's already taken a couple of blows. His morale is not that high. Spike was going to fight you guys, but now he's going to take the withdrawal action and leap his ass out the window. But
Wait,
not
well,
before.
my attacks first. No, I get my attacks first, right?
Yeah, you get your attacks as he withdraws, like fighting his way to the window.
Is the moment for all my attacks in that round, or just for 1 attack?
1 attack.
Yeah, okay, so I'll use up my rapier, obviously. Ugh.
13 is not close enough. He bats
that
your
includes
rapier to the
+4,
side.
so-
Oh, wow.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
no dice.
and then with the dagger, 19.
Dagger will do it. He bats your rapier to one side. You stick him with the dagger for a single point of damage, and he takes the force of that blow and just like squeezes his shoulder together and like rolls backwards out the window.
And
Um,
Nilrum jumps on him.
As he rolls backwards out the window, he sees the wizard above him falling towards him, dagger in hand. I think you
High
should get
ground?
like a +3 for this attack at least. Yeah, that seems
at
fair.
least.
Oh, it's a terrible blow. Yeah, the both of you go falling to the ground. Would you roll who? Let's see. Potato
I don't know,
McWhiskey. Would you
something.
roll me a 1d6 for how much falling damage Nilrum takes?
Oh God.
It's totally a 6.
Okay.
2 for you. He will go ahead and make a tumbling check to not sustain damage. Ooh, not quite good enough. And he'll take 1d6 of falling as well.
It's a nice soft landing in the sand, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are both down on the ground.
I can follow his withdrawal, right? I've still got movement this round.
I suppose.
Yeah,
You
I
wanna
like
leap
that
out the
one,
window?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a tumbling check.
Oh, fuck.
You also fall to the ground. As you come out the window, you see it's Nilrum and this guy.
No, somebody else gets to roll it. Bullshit.
That's too late. The dice have already fallen. Oh, was that your exact hit points?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Shave the legs, boys.
Oh boy. The captain throws himself out of the window, but too late he sees Nilram and Spike carefully composed and like tries to twist himself to not land on them and instead like hits his head against the hard sand and passes the fuck out.
Can I jump out the window too?
Archie comes to the window and throws himself out as well. You
It's the
don't
quickest
have
way
a
down.
tumbling proficiency, do you, Archie? You do.
Does Archie do D6
do,
damage to
yeah.
all of us?
Give me a tumbling check, Archie.
How do I do that?
Just click on the button on your skills on your character sheet.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
No, just roll it for one.
It's another natural one. Archie throws himself out the window and lands on the rest of the party. Nick, roll him a d6, please.
And Spike, right?
I mean, right now there's a dog pile of people here. If we give the damage to Spike, we also have to give it to Captain Winters at this point. So I think
Dun.
I think it's a series of people falling out the window and just taking damage over and over again. You take 3, Archie.
Oh wait, I can't take damage from falls below 10 feet with tumble, right? Isn't that just part of tumbling?
That is part of
Have to make the
tumbling. You
roll?
can read it. But yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but the window's above 10 feet tall, right? You jumped out the window. The floor might be 10 feet, but the window's like, 14 feet.
Okay.
Sounds like you take damage to me. Sail.
Wait,
end
so
of
I
the-
don't take damage, right?
No,
From Archie jumping on? Okay.
no, yeah, not from Archie jumping out.
I'm concentrating on a spell, so I'm just gonna be like looking at the window and cursing at them. Like,
It's
what are
amazing.
you guys doing?
Literally everybody who's prone on the ground. Let's roll initiative.
I'm
Spike
gonna
is-
inform people that I can give you a -2 to your initiative roll, but at a cost of -2 to your hit as well with the spell.
I'm gonna stabilize Winters this round.
I'm not bleeding. I'm on 0.
Well, I'm gonna bring you up.
Oh, okay.
I can cast a rope trick if you'd like.
What is it?
No,
minus two
yeah,
to
just
my
use the
initiative?
solid. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
For
-2 to hit.
-2 to hit.
Do you
have to
want?
call that before, or can we call it after the roll?
You got to call it right now before you roll your initiative die.
Well, I already rolled it, so.
Oh, okay.
Do you want 3 for using a salve? Or would you call this a potion?
I would call it a potion.
Okay, CMO5, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay casting this spell.
Okay. So you're still just momenting, looking for the right opportunity to
Well,
probably.
I've just witnessed my entire party get absolutely smoked jumping out this window. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay. So first person is Spike. And being the morale check failing man that he is going to scramble to his feet, back up a little bit, take his withdraw action, and get the fuck out of here. Hurrah! And like runs around the corner. He withdraw makes him move more slowly, but he avoids the attacks of opportunity. You
I
can
think
see
you
him.
can still catch him though.
Yeah, you can
Did
see
he
him.
fail his tumbling?
Yes, he
Yes,
took his damage.
everyone failed. It was amazing.
I will yell out, Archie, go after him. I'll help the captain.
Yeah, no shit, Magic Man, and I run after him.
All right, you come around the corner and you can catch up to him, I guess, because he is going more slowly as he withdraws.
Yes.
He's throwing a look over his shoulder as you're following after him, and you catch him in this little back alleyway. He whirls to face you.
And I throw a running punch at him.
Charge them?
1, 2.
Strike to the head.
Oh.
Oh, that is it.
Can I do non-lethal damage?
Well, you got him to exactly 0. Normally, you have to declare it ahead of time because it comes with penalties to the attack roll.
Oh, okay.
But you just managed to crack him in the jaw and just knock out like 7 teeth as he goes spinning to the ground, conveniently at 0 HP, unconscious, and not bleeding to death in any way, shape, or form.
I'll yell out that I got him.
Yeah. Coming
I
out of the
will-
bar are some of those people, those bandits, those brigands, those thugs you had seen. They start poking their heads out windows, watching the unfolding scene below. What were we gonna say?
I'm gonna make my way down through the bar and out the front door, or whatever door was here. I think it was.
Is
Yeah.
Captain up?
Yeah, he'll be up in a minute. You start rubbing the solve into him, and his eyes slowly begin coming into focus.
Ah, what the fuck? What happened?
He has all the solves on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before his eyes come to focus, I am gonna
swap it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap it out. So I'm gonna give him like a half full solve that I'm gonna use on him, and then I'm gonna get a new one.
So how much is left of this one?
This will be 3. There'll be 3 left.
Okay, nice.
I'm gonna. I would like to drag Spike's body back around to the front of the bar as well.
All right. You drag him back.
What
to
happened?
the front of the bar.
You fell on your head and you got knocked out, Captain.
The fuck did that happen?
I don't know. I'll help you up.
Did we get him? Oh, here he is, I say, as Archie starts dragging him round by the ankles around the corner. Good work, Archie.
I'll slap him on the shoulder. It's like, this man's a hero. I'm so glad you found him, Captain.
He certainly is. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for this guy.
If you guys want a moment of respite, I'll whisper, we can walk a little bit away from these brigands who are looking at us through the window, and I can cast Rope Trick and get us, I don't know, like an hour, and they won't be able to follow us or find us. It will just seem like we vanished.
We're not too far from the compound. Why not just drag him back there?
I'll poke my rapier to the Spike and say, "Oh, I thought we were going to do a public execution so people knew that we keep our promises."
Good idea. I started rummaging around Spike's clothes. Like, it looked like he stole a treasure chest, but I don't see a treasure chest on him, right?
He does have a bag. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd grab his bag of coins or whatever.
Mm-hmm. In the bag is one of the healing salves that you guys had thrown him as part of your initial agreement of tribute.
Thank you. Take that back.
And additionally, you can find a bag of like miscellaneous jewelry, lots of silver, some gold threads, pearls all over the place, a few gemstones tucked in there as well. It looks like this is mostly feminine jewelry, a couple little bits of masculine stuff in here, some rings as well. And then there's also just like clothes and a bottle of brandy and some other traveling supplies that someone might want on the road.
I have to put 2 points in appraising. I have 1 point in it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible I can get like a appraising check at like half?
At disadvantage, yeah.
Let's do it when we get some time. I'm rummaging through the bag. I pocket the gems. I throw all the shitty bits of food out on that, and I pass the bottle of brandy to Archie.
I'll take a swig.
Those will be my checks for later, by the way.
Nice. Okay.
So we're
Alright.
publicly executing this guy?
So are we killing him here, or are we bringing him back to the compound? Yeah.
No, let's do it here. I like tap on one of the windows, so I'll get a good look.
They're all watching. They can tell that they're not quite in danger in this situation. They're used to the rough and tumble brigand lifestyle, people causing trouble, getting in fights, and they understand if you stay out of the fight, no one's gonna fuck with you. So they just kind of lean out the window. Some of them look through doorways.
Spike owned this town, right? Like, that was our assumption. I'll even ask Wiley.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Wiley, you said Spike owned this, like, town? Like, he's the leader of
He's
this
the
town?
big boss around these parts. You might not own it legally in the eyes of the White Prince, but the man ran the town. Everyone knows him. Everyone fears him. At least they did.
Well, let's gather the whole town up.
Yep.
Let's make it a
Wanna
big
gather the
event,
whole
Captain.
town?
Yeah, why not?
Yo, Captain, if we're doing the whole Crimson Fists, name and all, what do you think about execution by fists? Just like crush his head against a wall or something.
I mean,
Like
if that's what you want to do.
I would love to enlarge Archie and have him literally rip this man in half.
I want to go and get some rope from inside these buildings now, can I?
Easy peasy. Yeah.
Yeah, I come back around with some rope.
It sounds like Captain Winter. Oh, sorry.
Should we have Spike be alive or awake for his execution? Conscious.
We'll wake him up. We gotta gather the town. I'm sure he'll wake up by then. Help me tie him up.
I'll point at the guy inside the bar, this guy, and I'll tell him, you gather the town, or whoever you can. Bring him out to the courtyard. We have a public execution that we be doing. Matey.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I want to tie him to this tree in the middle of his courtyard here.
Oh, I'll offer to buy a beer for every 10 people they gather, for each man.
All right. The brigands, the thugs over here quickly scatter once this offer gets made to gather up as many people as possible. and soon enough, maybe 45 minutes or so passes, you guys get him tied, and people pour into the compound. This is a 3-story, well, yeah, 3-story if you count the very top of the roof compound, and people line the top up here, they line the side, they line the other side, they line the second story all the way around, and then some of them stand below on the actual ground floor. There's got to be like 130 people gathered together in this small area.
All right, I want to take the bottle of rum or whiskey that I gave Archie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna like slap after he's tied to the tree, right? And everyone's gathered. I'm gonna slap Spike across the face and then like splash some like whiskey in his face. And slap
Spike
him again.
slowly comes to, shaking his face. What? Huh?
I'm gonna sit on the bard's dead body.
Welcome back, Sleeping Beauty. Thought you'd get away, did you? Betraying us like that? Didn't work well for your friends around here, I say, looking around to the slaughtered corpses of his men.
Is this how I'm gonna meet my end? Is this it for me?
I nod. Any last words?
He does his best to sit up straight. Give me a sip of brandy before I go.
Hand him the bottle.
He is tied up. You'll have to hold it to his lips.
Yeah.
He'll take as long of a swig as you'll let him. Down it. Shake his face. Give a a little better at your hand than the White Prince's.
Well, I think we can all drink to that. I'll take a swig too, and then like throw the bottle on the floor. And then I'll take a step back and nod at Archie.
I would like to bless Archie's fists right before he does this.
Excellent. Do you have any words to go along with this blessing?
May
Just tell him no.
May the people of the Dardannes forever fear the Crimson Fist.
Ooh, nice.
Niller, do you want to enlarge me?
I don't have any spells today. I'm out of spells.
So I'm assuming I have like.
It's an auto
So
hit,
wait-
right? You just roll for crit.
Oh yeah, I mean he's tied to the tree. He's not
Yeah,
going
just a
anywhere.
Yeah. And
You
I
can-
want this to be like pretty spectacular. Like I want like shit to fly everywhere. Right? So.
When he sees that you walk up to him with brass knuckles and this isn't like someone's gonna hack his head off, his face goes from like I'm ready to meet my maker to like what the fuck sort of brutal barbaric murder is this? And he goes, wait, no, that's not how I'm going out. Someone cut my head off.
Oh, 1 second. I'm so sorry. I think my food is here.
Do you want to just go to
Hold
break?
it there, Spike. Yeah, we can do a break. We're only 5
Go to
minutes.
Yeah.
break real quick.
We'll do our break here. See you guys on the other side. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. It is time. Any final words?
It's you that.
Oh,
Oh, well, I guess Archie can give his
Archie's not
final
gonna
words.
say anything. Only his fists are gonna speak now.
How would you like to execute this plan? Is a good question, I think.
So the way I'm imagining it, right, is like he's like leaned against a tree, and I think if I hit him hard enough in the head, I think I could get his skull to explode, right?
If you can roll a critical hit on this guy, it's an 18, 19, or 20, you can get his head to explode.
If he's like tied up and I have like all the time in the world to roll this punch, I should get advantage on this, no?
Yeah, actually, so I'm going to give you a chance to explode his head based on your...
Strike?
Ooh, I was going to say on your attack roll. Well, that gets modified by his high strength. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a total of +4 to hit. So if you can roll a 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20. So, 20 minus the 4 from your roll to hit, or higher, then you explode his head. So this way,
Okay.
as you level, it gets easier to blow up heads, but it still might take, it's not an easy shot to make every single time.
Yeah.
Does he get an extra +1 because I blessed his fists?
Yes. So
Oh,
now you
nice.
need a 15 or higher.
So I just do a d20 and 15 or higher. He
Flat
explodes.
D20, yeah. Otherwise, you can just take multiple shots until his head explodes.
I'll do a flat d20.
Oh.
Close.
Almost.
The first blow just like caves in part of the side of the head. You can see the eyes roll back. His body goes limp. But you didn't blow it up yet. Are you going to try it again?
Yep. Nope.
Second blow just like knocks out some more teeth. The nose cracks, flies to the side. You can hear the ooh, ah from the assembled crowd as they like enjoy the scene.
Between each punch, I'm like turning around, walking around, looking around at everyone, kind of reveling in the attention, and then turning around to throw another one. Number 3.
Ooh, it's a
Close.
close one. You can see like the eyes bulge as the fist hit. It kind of pop out a little bit. It's very clearly dead by this point.
Normal, yo. Keep going, Archie.
I'll look to John.
I give you a nod.
I think the crowd should get on
There we
if they
go.
puke.
The head explodes. Brain and viscera go everywhere. The crowd whoops and jeers and hollers and hoots in favor of this brutal execution.
I turn around and like spin around on the spot looking at the crowd, and I'll say, let this be a reminder to you all. Never make a promise that you can't keep. Well, this is how you'll end up.
They see all of the bodies literally just fucking lining like the ground as well, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've cleaned up the floor plan here just to make it look like you have an audience, but these are the dead scattered all over the place on multiple levels of the building. Some of them in holes, some of them like hanging off balconies and railings, most of them with their guts ripped open, the other ones with their faces caved in.
Remember, normal yell out, remember the name, the Crimson Fist. And if we make a deal with you, you better fucking keep it. And I cast a rope trick and I climb into my hole.
Okay. As he casts rope trick, a rope that he has on hand suspends itself in the air, just kind of climbs up to about 5 feet off the ground, and then Nilrum like.
And I'll wave to like my whole party to like come along, I'm acting like we're just fucking like dipping out. But really, we're gonna be up here for like a little bit, and then we're gonna come back. Looks like we teleported,
This rope levitates into the air, and then Nilrum climbs the rope and just like vanishes like into thin air, like walking through a invisible gateway between dimensions.
I look up a bit confused. I don't know if John would know what to do. So,
he motioned you, but if you don't want to, it's fine.
I'm gonna make a willpower check to see if I can, a wisdom check to see if I can work it out. All right. I give the nod to the others and I climb up the rope then.
Archie is so fucking confused, but he'll follow.
One after another, the 6 of you climb into your extra dimensional space. To all onlookers, it looks like you guys have just climbed out of existence. You can hear through the thin gap between realms the like, what the fuck? Where did they go? Some sort of chatter and confusion, and slowly the area will empty.
Yeah. We peek
I'll be
out and
like-
wait for them to all have left.
Yeah. That'll be, like,
Right
pretty
before
cool,
I
right?
go up, I'd like to hand like a couple of silver to one of the guys who helped gather the crowd and say, get everybody drunk. And then I'll climb up.
Yep. They eagerly accept your silver coinage, give you a tip of their own hats, and take off back to the tavern, to the corral.
So this will last 80 minutes.
Yeah, so we hang out until everyone's gone. And then I'm going to climb back down. So in the room where Spike was, I'm going to head back up to there. So maybe it looks like he's just like scooped all the jewelry out of his chest and shoved it in a bag. I want to grab the empty chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to bring it. I want to bring it with me.
Yeah, is there anything nice that we'd want for like our home base? Is there like a nice mortar and pestle? Is there like nice cookware? Like we're gonna grab that shit.
There's a
You can
lot
throw it
of
on the
useful
chest.
stuff here. The real problem is just going to be having the carrying capacity to haul it all back to your ship, because it's still like a 2-day hike back. So you can load up the box with the things that you like as much as possible.
Yeah, and then I'm going to, once it's full, I hand it to Bobby and tell him to carry it.
Mm-hmm. You will struggle with the weight of it, but do his part.
And if it's nighttime, I guess we will sleep in the rooms in this place.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck it. No one's coming. I mean,
Yeah. All right, so we find that secret stash of liquor or whatever, and find a room that's big enough for us all to sit in and have a bit of a drink and celebrate to our stash of magic items that we found.
Yeah.
And I will lay out all of these solves and count how many we've got. I mean, I know that on my character sheet I've got
18, I think,
16.
left?
16.
Archer
The rest
has
of
to
the
get one
the rest of the
because
party have one.
That's one, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, we drink the night away and sleep it off.
All right. The night passes. Morning comes. You're woken up by the burning rays of the sun peeking in through the windows, hitting you guys in your beds. You rally to shaking off the hangover and the physical pain of yesterday's exertion. Your wounds coming to full fruition here. The aches and pains and stabbing, throbbing gashes in your body, reminding you of the last day's fight. You can slip out of town as the rest
Am
of
I
everyone.
able to do the trick that Imric does, where I learn armor spells, I cast them, and then I relearn?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have an hour after you wake up in which you can still cast spells. So if you
And it
wake
takes
up,
10 minutes per spell level?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now after you cast the first spell that you can still learn spells, right?
Yeah.
Or is it?
Okay. I'm going to cast... And how long does it take to learn a spell? 10 minutes as well?
10 minutes per level.
Okay. I'm going to cast 3 armors.
So that takes half
And
an
then I'm
hour.
Yep. And then I'm going to learn 3 magic missiles.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay,
So you
I
learn your
get my
three
armor
things. You cast your armors. You
Yep.
learn 3 magic missiles.
Then my
who all-
hour's up, right?
Yep. Who else got armor on?
Winters gets it, Sale gets it, and Archie gets it. Everybody's at 10. I'm at 4.
Winter, Sail, and Archie.
And then I think I consider whether I should use the healing salve for the journey back. We didn't run into any. Did we see any creatures in the truck here on the way that we
Some
narrowly
snakes and
avoided?
scorpions, but nothing.
Like giant snakes and scorpions?
No. Like ordinary. Like a little
Yeah,
rattlesnake over here, or some random scorpion crawling across the ground at night.
Yeah, I think it's fine. So I don't bother.
Okay.
And I think we head back to our boat.
Okay. It is a couple days to get back to your boat. A nice long journey across the sands.
Question? I want to test this on the boat. We're gonna bring the boat to a stop on our journey back home. I'm gonna climb up in the rope trick, and then I want to see if the rope trick is gonna follow the boat. I know out of character it's not. I just want to make sure my character has this knowledge.
Wait, but aren't you going to fall in the water?
Yeah, but he's gonna be able to swim and then get back.
Is
to the boat, right?
rope trick stationary relative to the platform upon which you cast it, or relative to the earth below? Is the question at hand, I believe.
I clicked it in there.
Wait, sorry to just get bogged down in the details. Just because I still get confused about how this works. I don't think you can learn rope trick if you do the thing with the magic missiles and the armor spells.
No, it's
He
2
said
days
it's gonna-
back to
sorry.
the.
Yeah, he
boat.
said it's gonna be 2 days.
Oh, right.
I'm
Sorry.
just getting all my spells. Yeah.
So sure enough, when you cast rope trick, it remains stationary relative to the earth. So if the boat is moving when you cast rope trick, it'll just slowly pass underneath the space.
That
Okay.
could be cool. Like, let's say
Yeah.
a boat is following us. We could get up in there,
Oh,
one of
holy
us,
shit,
and then
that's
look down,
badass.
and then jump
Land
off.
on their
Okay.
boat. That's
Yeah.
cool as fuck. Yeah.
So something
Oh,
like that could be
great
really
idea.
useful. Are you able to pull the rope up into the extra dimensional so people can't see?
Yeah,
as well?
totally. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That's
Yeah.
just for future knowledge.
So for those of you that
Alright.
don't know, rope trick creates a section of extra dimensional space that has a tiny little window that you can look through, and the rope suspends itself from that window. So you can crawl in and no one can see you inside, but except unless they're below you and you're above, and you can see through this tiny little window. But outside of that space of the window is just ordinary space. So you could, in theory, crawl into a rope trick and peer out and see what's happening below you.
Nilram smiles greedily and explains what this means to the party and how it can be used and everything like that.
Archie has no idea what you're talking about, and he's more confused than he was before.
It's pretty smart, Nilram.
I'm the smartest of my class,
Yeah. How high can you make it go up? What if the boat's a big one?
From 5 to 30 feet long.
How tall is like the prison ship, Neil, to the deck?
From sea level to deck?
Yeah, well, yeah, more or less sea level.
Um,
From the surface of our boat to the deck, essentially, but
10 feet?
yeah, so that would work.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We make way for the base, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I think we need to heal up, get XP, drop
Mhm.
off all our stuff.
So we have 2 days there. I'm actually also going to take a detect magic. I want to check all of the shit that we got and make sure none of it has a fucking beacon on it. I'm going to be checking people, all the stuff. I'm going to be checking the dagger. I'm going to be checking Wiley. I'm going to be checking Wiley's hand. I want to make sure nothing on this ship has a beacon.
It's easy enough to sit at the prow of the ship and look down across it and get everything on the ship with a single magic missile, revealing only the magical sources of the healing salves and the drums.
And those don't have beacons.
They do not have beacons, correct.
Cool. Sweet. Okay.
All right. And
And
it
we
is
row home.
multi-day journey back home. Actually, it's not that far. You're only one island over. So,
Yep.
It's a bit of a trek. Ourselves.
So what do we get away from there? We killed a bunch of people.
Mhm.
We got
Got all the
healing
healing
salves.
salves. Yeah.
We got 2 new party members.
Some stuff for the
Um,
base.
Some stuff for the base, and we spread our name, and we have agreed as a group that disputes are going to be handled in-house, and what the captain says goes while we're out and in wartime, and then we're going to vote, and the captain is the one who deems the promises. So that's what like the party has kind of figured out.
All right. Cool. And do we get back to the base or?
I am just checking my tables over here. Yes, you can make your way back to base with no problems.
So
No,
as
pass.
we
Sorry.
okay, as we like leap off the boat into the base, I help Wiley up, and then stand there looking at Bobby as he gets on the boat, off the boat. And do we have like a mop or a sponge or something?
We've got some cloth.
Yeah,
We
I
bought a
throw
bunch
him
of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, I throw him a cloth and say, "All right, while you're here, keep this place looking clean. It's been dirty for a while."
Bobby looks.
And if you leave, we're gonna fucking kill you.
Bobby looks at the like spider webs, at the dust and dirt and grime that covers everything. He walks through the base, whistling to himself and then crying as he realizes the magnitude of the task before him.
What is,
Wiley, on the other hand,
What is the reaction to like the reveal spell, I guess, as well?
That's a good point. You guys are on the boat coming in through the main harbor, right? And it looks just like solid wall, and Wiley's over there not saying anything. You know, it'd be rude to question other people's driving skills while they're in a boat. But you can see his eyes are getting a little concerned as you approach the wall, only for it to vanish while Nilrum chants the reveal spell. And Wiley lets out a low whistle, kind of a whoo. What the hell is this place? Wait a minute. This is Flotsam Isle, isn't it? Over there? That's Port Ferris.
It is.
This isn't the lost laboratory of the Archmage Ferris, is it?
What do you think?
Welcome home.
By all the gods in the seas above and below, what the hell is this? How'd you find this place? I thought it was just a legend, not a real location. More of a
It's a long
concept.
story, Wiley. Maybe we'll tell it to you one day. I think we'll be here for a week or two, so maybe you can get it out of us one night.
Every
Yeah.
legend has some truth, Wiley.
He will walk on in with you guys and be amazed at the scale of the indoor harbor, the multiple levels with the teleportation tower, the treasuries below, the big ass dining room, the large kitchen, various bedrooms. He and Bobby will tour the place in amazement and wonder.
I'll give them a little tour. You know, I'll walk them around. I'll warn them about the gelatinous cubes in the toilet and not to drop anything down there because you won't be getting it back.
I'll show them
And,
my room, my suite.
You're sweet. As we're going, I'll like point out particularly dirty sections of the place and say, "Oh, you'll have your work cut out there for you, Bobby." Like there's like one corridor that's just spider webs, like 5 feet deep.
Nilram will come up to the captain and, Captain, I do apologize for going kind of off the handle this trip, and I would like to offer you the master suite for this round. This trip.
It's a good gesture, that, Nilram, but we can't be having you losing your mind like that out there again. It's
Won't happen
dangerous for
again.
all of us. What happened to you? You get the local loot player get a bit handsy with you when you were a boy or something?
No one gives you a stare. I just hate
like
breaking my
music.
promises. Just hate breaking my promises, Captain. And I felt like you guys were about to do it.
Yeah, well, listen, killing the bard's one thing, but when I'm backed up against the wall defending you from all sides, how's about you use your magic to kill the people that are actually trying to kill us as opposed to the guy playing the music, eh?
I nod, but to be fair, you guys had it handled more than enough. But I do understand the sentiment behind it.
Archie
Things can
will
change in a
reminisce.
minute.
God, the music was so sick. God
The
damn.
music was good.
A good bard is a rare thing.
His lute broke like a small stick.
It's all right, Archie. We'll get our loot. We'll teach Bobby to play it.
Isn't that right, Bobby?
Oh, and I'll just like Sail like put his hand in the air like, oh right. I assume we still have the corpse of that giant lizard that we killed, like maybe the skull or something. I'm gonna remind him. I'm gonna like say to Bobby, it's like, don't go outside. There's giant lizards and they will eat you.
I assume this is like while you're showing, like walking past the kitchen, and there's like the skull and the bone remains. He looks at the size of that skull. Could take his head off in a single bite. His head bobs up and down. I wouldn't even know how to get outside. I don't have any magic spells.
I don't know how much time we're skipping, but like a few days into his cleaning, I want to go and visit Bobby. Tell me if we're skipping too far ahead and you want to just come back to this, but
I will feel very reminded of like the time I first started like working on a ship, and people like took me in to show me everything, like because my first jobs on a ship were obviously always cleaning jobs. And then also like I like later on the ship I would like always show like the youngsters around, like I did to Captain John Winters as well.
Yeah.
When he first joined the
true.
crew. So I will be reminded of that, and during his first like round of cleaning, I will kind of come along with him and kind of show him some tips and some tricks and kind of make fun of him because he's weak as fuck and
Nice.
pull his hair a little bit and all that.
Nice.
Yeah, so like maybe a few days later, I'll come and get him from what he's doing, and I'll like shoulder him in the back and say, "Take a break, Bobby. Go on, take a walk with me."
He'll come along with you.
I'm gonna grab some alcohol or something and hand it to him as we walk around.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bobby, you've been doing a good job. I've been looking at the areas you've been cleaning. It's looking a lot better.
Wait, can
Thank
we roll
you.
his cleaning check? I want to see how well he's been cleaning.
I mean, I think he's just thorough, right?
Let's see. I think cleaning is going to be a wisdom-based stat here. So he's got 7 wisdom.
Wait, we rolled his stats before.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
We rolled down the line, I think.
Oh,
did.
shit.
Yeah.
I've lost them. Okay, I will find them over here.
I know he had 15 charisma.
Yeah.
He had 6 charisma, but
Oh.
everything else, his strength was like 6 or 7.
Yeah. So many enchantments, remember?
There's no way somebody in chat remembers all stats.
Yeah.
You would be surprised.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
Let's see. There is a log over here, which I can
Yeah, I'm
use.
I found it. 6
Nice.
strength, 12, whatever's next, 11, 13,
Uh-huh.
10, and 15.
That's only 5 stats. 6, 12, 13, 10, 15.
That's what you rolled. 6, 12, 11, 13,
Ah,
10, 15.
11,
13, 10, 15.
13, 10, 15. Okay, so here is his cleaning check. He does a pretty good job.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll compliment
Yeah,
him.
so I'm going to give him like something to drink, and I'll walk him around and say, "You've been doing a good job, Bobby. Welcome to the crew." And I tap him on the pat him on the back and listen, I want to show you something to do around here when you get a bit bored. And I want to take him to the teleportation room with the floating.
And
He's
shove
a
him
kid,
down.
right? He'll enjoy that. I'm just gonna like show him it so he can like play with it or whatever.
Yeah, he takes a look at the teleportation room. You show him that something can fall in this area, and he, with some persuasion, will slowly trust himself to leap out into the void and gently float to the bottom, which excites him.
Yeah, I follow after him. So, all right, well, enjoy yourself for a bit. Take a break. Come and eat dinner with us tonight, but still got a lot of work to do around here.
Thank you,
And
Captain.
I'll leave him.
He was like
Head back.
17, Neil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was a sheltered boy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
I think there were maybe 10 of those.
Well,
I'm
he's
just trying
a
to.
fucking soldier. I mean, he can't be that much of a coward,
He-
right?
I feel like soldier's a stretch.
I mean, he was only the lookout, I guess.
He was the youngest recruit on the boat.
Yeah.
Is not quite trained in the ways of war, mostly just trained in the ways of following orders and looking out, but used to being on like the side of civilization and the righteous and being pressed into service by the pirates. He's still in that state of like, they're not going to eat me, but I just watched them beat this man to death, like until his head exploded. These people still scare the shit out of me, and I'm trying to be submissive to stay on their good side. Is his current
that's fine.
approach.
And at some point, I want to tell Wiley that while we're not here, he's in charge of making sure that Bobby keeps doing his duties and
It
stays
went
alive.
without saying, lad. Ain't no way that kid's in charge of nothing.
That's good, just so we all understand each other here.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself a room?
Oh, I'll take one down near the crapper. When you reach my age, you find that the key to happiness isn't gold, it isn't wine, it isn't women. It's staying regular with your bowels. And I know that's not a popular thing to be saying, but trust me, lad, when you're my age, key to staying happy, staying regular.
I wouldn't put it above a women or drink, but who can deny the pleasure of taking a good shit in the morning? I'll give you that.
It's
I
a
like this guy.
constant pleasure, my friend. And on top of that, it just sets your whole day up, You're not bogged down with the weight of your past mistakes. You're free and light.
Exactly.
I removed a spellbook page from my sheet, by the way.
Okay.
I needed a parchment for my thing.
You did, yeah.
Cool. So, obviously, I think we need healing from Sail. We eat and drink. We hang out for a week, and probably discuss what we want to do next.
I was going to
gonna
give you guys some
spell.
experience points, if
Yeah.
that's okay.
Yes, please do. Yeah, please do. Go on. Feel free.
Keep in mind, I cast literally all my spells.
Yeah. So we've got
Unfortunately, we're not doing that, right?
a bunch
When
of...
was the last time we got XP? It was a while ago, right?
Yeah. Has it been 3 sessions? It might be been 3 sessions.
I think it's only been
Feels like
2
it.
sessions.
Let's see. Wasn't last week. I do believe it was the week before because Nilrum leveled up and got Deep Pockets and Rope Trick and Taunt. So we're just missing last
but
week's XP.
wait, hang on, no, but we've not been back to the base since we set out to the pirate ship, right?
No, I think I got XP at like the very start or some shit.
Yeah, but we
no,
still. I think we need all XP for the prison ship. And
All the
Silver
prison
Spike.
ship, the sheriff, all of the sheriff's people, and then all of the spikes stuff.
I don't think we've gotten experience
Because we
since
didn't
we landed
leave.
there.
We didn't leave to
Yeah.
come back to get XP after killing the sheriff. We went from sheriff to right to getting our bongos and I think our salves.
We got XP because we ended the session with them stealing the drums, and then when we got them back, we went back to the base and then got XP for the guards and the sheriff that ambushed us
right.
on the beach.
Right.
You're right.
That's the last time we got XP.
Okay, so you need experience for assaulting the prison ship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As well.
yeah,
Spike.
you're right. You're right. Yep.
Okay,
Spike.
so then another. Okay, and divide it between 4 characters. That seems like a lot.
How much?
2,510.
That's not
That
bad.
seems okay.
I mean, I'm at 10k now, so
Okay. 2510. And if you have a 16 in your prime requisites, that's wisdom for clerics, strength for fighters, dex for rogues, int for wizards, you can get an additional 10%.
16 or above.
16 or above.
Okay. So since I have 17 strength, I got it right.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta
So you're-
like every time I do this, I gotta look up my experience table.
Yeah.
I guess it's 2,000.
2510 or 2761.
2,760. Got it.
I'm at 13k 300.
I level 2, level 4 fighter.
Ooh.
Wait, level 4 fighter is
8,000? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, I'm on the cusp of a level 5 here.
Love it.
Feels bad.
Plus 1
Feels
HP per level.
great.
Anything else for level 4 fighter?
Just bonus to hit and HP.
There's no.
You get saves at
proficiencies or
odd
saving
levels.
throw?
You get proficiencies every level divisible by 3.
Cool.
So that's it.
All right. So HP D10 plus 1 divided by 2. Come on, I need a good HP roll on this character. I've been on fire with HP rolls recently. Last 2 have been max.
You gonna call it?
No,
Should've
I
called it.
called it. It's not good,
Called it.
is it? Well, be honest, it's all right. It's like 2 HP. Okay, great.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay.
All right.
And I assume you guys are down for a little while you rest and recuperate. Is it
Yeah.
about 2 weeks that you guys need? I assume you're not
No,
just
let's-
laying in bed all day, every day. You know, you're
Okay, I
probably
guess so. So we're getting like 2 HP a day.
something like that. You got a healer, and you've got, yeah. So that's actually 8 days that you would need yourself. Probably a few more just to work out a few things here or there.
How does spell learning work? I tried knock this level, I failed. I can't learn at this level.
You cannot learn it until you
Next
gain
level.
another level, essentially.
Okay, I'm gonna try and learn wizard lock. And yeah, just wizard lock.
Okay.
I pass it.
Excellent. Congratulations, you learn another spell.
2d2 days?
Mm-hmm.
3 days.
We're all full HP, right?
Yeah. You're all full HP, and you are all full bless leather.
Yeah, I'll spend
Or
some time
full
blessing
armor.
your leather.
Sweet.
Oh, cool. I'll add another 4. No, I'll add another 6.
Fuck it.
Why don't you make it 12? I'll spend 3 days just blessing leather for you.
So I think we are Storm, Yuma, back to base. Nilrum levels up. You rest, you learn knock. Left. Couple days of fog.
Oh, I think I attempted to learn knock. I didn't get it, right?
Right, yeah, it says fail
Sorry, okay.
knock over here. Crystal Cove.
Based. Don't worry, boys. The dimensionless spells are so useful.
Certainly are.
Used by these things, but I think
Magic Missile's pretty decent now. 2d4 plus 1. You know?
Yeah. 2d4
Or
plus
2d4
2.
plus 2.
Yeah.
Insta hit. I get 3 of them. I won't
Yeah,
complain.
it's pretty good,
Especially,
Yeah.
especially against like those fodder bandits that we ran into. You could kill like 3 or 4 of them in a turn.
Yeah.
It's good because it's guaranteed damage against something with really high AC. It's great.
Yeah. And at 5th level, it's 3d4 plus 3. So that's when it pops off.
Yeah.
Oh, it becomes +3. So that's just automatically 4 damage to everything you hit.
3d4 plus 3. Yeah,
It's
automatically.
at least 6 damage.
It's automatically at least 6, yeah.
At level 9, it's 5d4 plus 5.
Yeah.
Oh, in this version of Magic Missile, you can only fire like At one target, because I know.
No, I
now
think you can choose where the missiles go. Yeah.
Okay. So then this was walking back at base on here, and then you spend about 8 days. So 7, 8. Resting, and you learned Wizard Lock.
I learned Wizard Lock.
And that took you 4 days.
4 days, yeah.
4. And did you learn another thing, Mooten?
I only learned Wizard Lock. I don't have any more really spells that I think I want to learn. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotta find a wizard.
True.
Well then.
How far are you from level 5, Milram?
I am like 7,000 XP.
Okay.
Wizard Lock's level, 2nd level spell.
So one night we're all having dinner or whatever. Bobby's got the the evening off, and I'll say, all right, well, now that everyone's looking a bit healthier and this place is looking a bit cleaner, we should think about getting back on the sea soon. But we haven't got any outstanding leads right now. Wiley, you've been around the block, right?
A
know
couple of
anywhere we
times,
could,
lad.
Anywhere we could hit, make some
Well-
easy gold.
Captain, what about Nightingale? I mean, we owe her money. We either need to pay her this trip, or we should deal with her. You don't want her thinking that we, jump ship. I'm still in favor of my plan. We bring her back here, we lock her up. Now we have people to take care of her, and we make her work as a servant, help out little Bobby here.
Either we kill her or we make amends with her. She'd be useful as an ally.
I agree.
Keeping her as a prisoner, I'm not really sure what that does for her other than satisfy your strange fetishes.
Well, what do you say, team? I look to the others, Sale and Archie.
Obviously only in character. I wasn't really listening. What are we talking about?
We're talking about killing or working with Lady Nightingale.
We're killing her, obviously.
We ain't ready for that just yet.
In which order is the real question? Are we working with her before we
Yeah.
kill her?
I mean, I can. You guys convinced me of stringing her along for a little bit more, but I don't know how long I can really work with her.
I think when we're strong enough, we head up there, we give her the choice. Either we're even, we don't owe her anything, and she continues to be our friend, or we'll let Archie get what he wants. But we need to be strong enough to make that threat.
I can work with her if you can promise me that I get to crush her skull eventually.
Yeah, well, we don't. I mean, my preference is just to ignore her until such a time as we can't ignore her any longer.
Yeah.
Let's build up
like
our
that.
strength a little bit before we confront her. She's more wily than she might seem.
A nod. Can we at least pay her again? It's been, 2 to 3 weeks. She's expecting probably us to check in on monthly payments.
I'm not giving her any more coin, nor.
Okay.
Well, you want to either kidnap her or buy her some new jewels?
I either
No
wanted
in
to
between?
give her jewels so we can, show that we're still friends, or I want to take her out. I don't want to just leave her, ghosted and hanging out there.
I think Nilrum's got a point. We should
That makes
maybe
sense.
give her.
Wait, so I think back actually. Does Nightingale have a husband?
Yes, she does.
He has not been seen, but in theory, she does.
All right. Well, I pull out one of the, Neil, the bag of jewelry. Right? Is there any fancy earrings or something nice for a lady?
There are. Yes.
All right. Well, perhaps I'll give her a visit now that my wounds are healed and give her a little gift from us. Keep her sweet.
Are you going alone?
Yeah, should be fine.
How are you gonna get back into base?
That's a good point.
We should probably have a conversation about having a more efficient, at least having some sort of system to
Yeah, can we like rig up a bell maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a thing, like a little hole that you could speak through, and it would like amplify into a certain place on the base. Bell
Probably don't
is
want to
probably
be
easier.
digging holes through mountains. That would be an arduous process.
Yeah, if we can rig a little bell, and then we can have it like a little tune that you play to signify that it's also like a specific do 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 or something like that. That means that it's someone from the base. So yeah, so maybe we can spend a few days working on that.
Yeah, that's easy to set up during your town time. You don't have a bell in particular, but you have, we already did like a whole gathering of supplies, so you can find some disused pots or pans or other clangy bits of metal until you get yourselves a proper bell and rig up a makeshift warning system or alarm system, a doorbell essentially.
Yeah. So I think I will head off in the evening, maybe the next evening, and I want to take a bag of 100 silver and these earrings.
She's gonna be pissed.
You think?
No one will speak up. You're just bringing her 100 silver and some earrings? This is the best you can do? We brought her, I think, 1,000 silver last time. She's gonna be pissed
And
off.
an amulet. that
Oh,
was
actually,
later.
we brought her 8,000 silver.
8,000
well-
silver?
Because we brought her the amulet, and we brought her the ring. The amulet was worth 5,000 silver pieces. The ring was worth 3,000.
Yep.
No, we've only got 6,000 silver ourselves.
Oh, then just don't go. I'd rather not be there than insult her. Can I look through the bag of gems and jewels that we got, Koibu? I rolled my checks and both of them passed earlier. The appraising checks.
Yes. Yes. You can. Where's my other table? It comes out to. I'm just going to give you a big fat ballpark because
Sure. That's perfect.
Yeah, it comes out to about 10,000 silver. If you could find a place to sell it. Granted, you're not going to be able to just show up in town and hawk this stuff. You're gonna need either. Like, there's two ways to really sell things, right? Either you can nickel and dime it to make as much profit as possible, but you need to do the selling yourself, and it's going to be a nice, slow, long sale, but it gets you the most amount of money. Or you sell it in bulk to someone who will do that at, like, a lower price. So if you were to just sell it to someone and wash your hands of it, you could probably pull out about 10,000 silver from it, ish. If you really wanted to, like, evaluate each piece and sell them one at a time to a good buyer at a decent price, you could probably pull out double, but it would take you a long time.
Yeah. What if we started having? Now this is like a future plan. What if we started having like one of our minions, right? Like Bobby or somebody, start going around islands and like selling like jewelry, and it'll just be like a jewelry salesman for us or whatever. Something like that could happen. Yeah.
You're gonna need allies to move your goods for you on some level, right? You're gonna need someone that you can trust, someone who's not gonna take off on you.
We need a fence.
You need a fence. You need a middleman of some kind, preferably someone who's not going to attract attention if they're showing up out of nowhere and selling lots of jewelry in places that maybe they weren't doing that before. You know, if someone new from out of town comes in with a whole bunch of wealth and starts distributing it,
Yeah.
it might look a little suspicious. So you need someone with contacts in the community, someone that's already an established name. You need someone who
we
doesn't
already
look
have that,
sketchy. Who's that?
Yeah.
Well, opening the bag, thumbing over all the jewels, I say, we're going to need a fence to shift all this stuff.
Yeah,
Wow,
I'll let
you
you
know
know
anyone
it's
around
about
these
10.
islands? About 10k?
It's about 10k silver. Yeah.
Well, I told you, I had my crew, but I haven't seen them in about a decade. I know some names. I don't know if any of them are alive or free. Could all be imprisoned or whatnot. But you're talking... Heard you talking about some noble lady who works for you. I mean, isn't it obvious?
What?
She's your fence.
Problem with this noble lady is that she thinks we owe her quite a great debt, so any jewels that we bring her for fencing, she's going to keep for herself.
But if she's our permanent fence, I think the cost of doing business is worth it here. I know that we need to kill her eventually. I look at Archie, but you know,
I see no
Until
point
we have-
paying this woman if we're going to kill her in the end.
if we're
Until
gonna
we
kill
have
her in the
better
end,
friends.
all of her riches are just gonna stay there, right? She's not gonna be spending a monumental amount of it. We're
You
just
saw
gonna get
this
it back.
woman's house. Who knows what she'll do with our silver?
You've also I've seen what she wears, correct?
Yeah.
She just keeps it around, lying around her.
Oh, he's seen what she wears.
One day.
Well, if she won't do, I know a man, or I knew a man in Port Prince in the Midlands. He was a decent fella. He's not too greedy. The real problem was getting goods onto Port Prince and into town, but once you could get it into his warehouse, he was a reliable enough feller. I'd have to come by every now and then to get the ill-gotten goods, the coinage, back out. Difficult in, difficult out, but if you can do it, and if he's still around, he could function. He's got good roots in the community.
How about this, Captain?
Mm-hmm.
You remember I talked with Lady Nightingale? She said that we could steal a ship, and we can just
Yeah.
give this back.
Mm-hmm.
I would go steal a ship. This hunk of junk, I kick it, or I'll point to where it would be.
Yeah.
In the other room. This could be the perfect time for us to get a new one. We have we're full power. We know exactly where to go. We can get a new ship. We won't have any questions. Then we can forge the paperwork. Should be perfect.
Nod.
And we can pick which ship we want.
Where, out of character, where did we say the dock was? Where they make the ships?
Port Prince is the closest one.
Oh.
It's in the Midlands. There are some other harbors where they make ships, where there are shipwrights. Port Prince is the big one in the Midlands. There is another one out there, but you're not sure of its location yet. And then the inner circle, the core islands have a bunch of shipbuilding as well.
Wiley, you must know of a few places they make ships. You must have heard of these. We know of
Aye.
Port Prince, but we're looking for a smaller one easier probably to pull off. Do you have any ideas?
Assuming that things are like they were back in the day, Port Prince is the biggest shipyard in the Midlands, by far. If you're looking to get a good ship, that's probably the place to grab them. There are 2 more harbors in the Midlands, but they're smaller, and they, what do you call them? Fewer ships being built at a time. So if you're picking off one of these, scratches his
Stragglers.
chin. I mean, it could work. You just might not have a lot of good selection. There might only ever be like 1 ship at a time, maybe 2. Ships are expensive, take a long time to make. What type of craft are you looking for?
That's what I was about to ask. Out of character, what would be like the best for our party right now? We probably just want like a super fast ship.
That's what we've got there.
Is
right?
that what it is? Is that what we have right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so let's talk about ships. This is a great time to delve into this a little bit because there's only like ships are good for specific things. What you have right now is a ship that is mostly powered by oars. So on the outer ring, it works great where the wind isn't strong, but the current is. And this way you can go against the current without any real problems. I mean, it's a little bit slow, and you can go with the current, and it's still kind of fine because the wind's not that strong. But if you go to the Midlands, then your long ship is not going to be nearly as fast compared to a ship that has sails. And if you go to the inner islands, you're actually going to be slower than pretty much any other. Maybe not slower, but you're really not going to have the speed advantage. Right. So
Yeah,
your
a big
long ship
with sails and a captain's quarters sounds pretty nice.
It
yeah.
does,
Your long ship is really great on the outer ring as long as you don't need to haul too many people or too much stuff.
Question.
So, yeah.
Can our dock fit like 2 ships?
No. If we take a
Well.
look at this thing over here,
Well, we need to give this one back to Nightingale anyway.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you can really
Um,
only fit 1 ship here. So my question when you say you want a ship, or what type of ship would you want, is what are the aspects that you are valuing?
I want like a captain's quarters. I want like a downstairs.
Okay.
I want like
You want like
the-
multiple decks.
I want like
with...
a pirate. I want like a pirate.
Okay.
ship. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I ideally room for like a silver cage to put, or not cage, box to hide Nilrim
Yeah,
in if
true.
we do need
Yeah.
to go into a port.
Another
Yeah, we need like
question.
a mast where we can fly our flag and.
These drums can do the masts as well, correct? Or do they only row?
No, right now these drums just row.
Are we? Is our party big enough to manage the sails on a larger ship?
You need about 3 people to work a mast. So if you got 3 masts, you generally need 9 people to work it.
And then
'Cause,
don't
you know,
forget
you'll-
we need buffer zone in case people get wounded in battle.
So with your crew of 4, you would want a 1, maybe a 2-masted vessel. If you get more than 2 masts, you're just never gonna raise the sails on the 3rd one because it'd be too much of a hassle in case of emergencies or whatnot.
But a 2-masted vessel could still have multiple decks and stuff, right?
Absolutely, yes.
All right. Well, I think that's what we want.
I think that's what we want. Yeah.
So, well, Wiley, Port Prince. That's where the fence is.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the dockyard is. It's a big town. We think we might find more leads there.
It is a big town, but that comes with the problems. The White Prince has a good presence there, or at least he did about a decade and a half. Hard to get on the island without being seen. There is a 3rd option we haven't talked about.
Go on.
We've mentioned we talked about the ships here in the Dardanelles, how they're all well registered and marked and whatnot. But ships from outside the Dardanelles have no registry here. You could always sit out in the waters well beyond the realm of the storm, and he points to the sky, and wait for a passing vessel going from Arcadia to Solemn, and capture it, kill the crew, or press them into service, and just pretend you're a vessel from another land with no registration. Get
You're
it
a
registered
fucking
under your own name.
genius.
Wiley
smart.
is a genius.
You're a genius.
Our
Well-
team
I know some of the
would
trading
totally
routes from
understand
Solemn.
this plan.
Yeah, I think that's the plan then.
Might just be a while, you know, it's not always easy to come across a vessel out in the open seas. And you need a good navigator, lest you lose the storm or get blown off course and can't find your way back. It's not without its risks and dangers, but if you're not quite ready to assault Port Prince, this could be the place.
Norm smacks his hand on the table and takes a swig of his drink. I'm the best goddamn navigator ever to live.
Well then, we'll see if you're
All right.
really worth your salt.
Well, in that case, then, if we are planning to give this ship back to Nightingale, maybe I will go and give her these jewels and see if we can't fence the debt off.
I agree. I'm gonna
All right.
take out. Okay, so there's 10k in this. There's probably one in here that's like really nice. I think we can take like one out and be like, okay, here's like our bag of jewels, and we can just keep that one, and we can worry about that later. Is there one worth like 2k and the rest is like worth 8k? Is there one that's like clearly above the rest or no?
Absolutely. There is a necklace made on a platinum chain that has like a big sapphire, like a big square sapphire in the middle with some sort of like zirconium or diamond, little diamonds or zirconiums ringing it in like a square around it. It's clearly the most valuable set in the piece. Its price is hard to nail down. It's one of those like you can get what someone's willing to pay for it, but that could be a pretty wide range.
So is this,
I'll-
if the bag was 10k, is this around 2k? I'm just trying to mark it on the sheet.
Yeah, this is around 2k.
Okay.
So you give her 8k in the bag, and we'll just keep this one piece, and then we'll.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think that we should keep like the really nice pieces that stand out, because I think eventually we're gonna make our way to the inner islands, and I think in the inner islands, money is probably, this is my guess, money's probably more like wealthy and thrown around there. So something we can get for 2k on the outer islands, we could maybe get for like 10k on the inner islands, because it's just like, fuck it.
They have the money to spend on that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's always try to do that. Let's always try to like keep like the nicest piece for like the inner islands.
Okay.
Is our goal.
Did we get the bell rigged up?
Yes.
So,
It's not a bell, but it's like pots and pans. Yeah.
As the sun's setting that evening, I'm going to take the rowboat and head to Port Ferris.
Mm-hmm. All right. In you go. You row across the short little section of ocean on the way to Port Ferris on the evening. You can hear the night market coming alive, the laughter of people exchanging goods down at the little fair happening. It is, according to my calendar, July 16th, and it is a full moon, according to my calendar here.
Fantastic.
So it's an easy little row across the flats, across the strait, the channel. Where are you gonna put your vessel?
Where we usually do, which is just... Oh, let me zoom in on the map so you can show you.
Does John ever think about saying Rohi?
No. No. I think it's like over here, Neil. Where we ambush those guards.
I don't see what you're pointing at. Ah, there we go. Okay.
You know, this little bit here.
Sure.
And then I'll make the walk from there into town.
Yeah.
I pull the rowboat onto the shore, hide it in the trees, throw the oars in the boat with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take the pair of fancy earrings out and put them in one pocket, and then put the bag of the rest of the jewels in my in another pocket. And I start skulking my way into town. If there's any like pools of water, I'll stop by them and like kneel down in front of it and sort of like make sure the wind hasn't fucked up my hair too much. Straighten the feather in my hat, make myself look a bit more presentable.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I'm satisfied, I'll carry on into town.
Great. Give me a charisma check.
Yes. Oh wait, that's the party sheet. Looking great.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's great. You stride on into town, feather looking nice, hair all set back appropriately, looking real good. And immediately, not 20 seconds into town, a person, grab my dice. A young lady points at you and goes, "Ah! Pirate Captain Winters!" And like bolts into the town shouting, "Pirate Captain Winters!"
I'm a little bit impressed by that. But I am a little bit panicked by it also. How far am I from Nightingale's house here?
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
At like a leisurely walk? Yeah. Totally.
Okay. I leisurely walk down some back alleys and I want to find like a place to hide basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like crouch down behind some barrels, like maybe pull like a bit of rag over me and like listen out.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, arrested. You don't have to come and save me. Awesome.
Yeah. You hide in the back alley for a little bit. A few minutes later, you can see a group of soldiers, 4 of them together, armor on, spears out, shields up, looking around, jogging through the streets, stopping to glance down this alley and that one. They will come to take a glance down the one that you are hiding in, because they're searching the town. Someone's calling out that the Pirate Captain Winters is here, so you got to search everything.
Are they believing it though? I feel like could just been anyone with a hat, right?
You rolled a 19, you're good. He's just fucking with you.
That was a charisma check.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Let's see, Captain. What is your... You got hide in shadows skill, don't you?
I do.
Why don't you... What is your hide in shadows check? I should be rolling that in secret.
Yeah.
It's 60, but I'd say I get a bonus for having a lot of time set up here and finding a good hiding spot. Like, I'm not just hiding in shadows, I'm like under a thing.
Yeah. You do your best to hide in the back alleyway, and you can see these guards jogging by, stopping and looking. There's a break while they all scatter in the 100-foot nearby area. Take a look about. Someone comes into your alleyway with his spear, poking at barrels, like stabbing into some nearby bushes. The spear comes down like sort of between your knees while you're crouched under a thing, hitting the dirt.
At this point, I've got like my rapier drawn, ready to make a backstab on this guy if I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he stabs through your knees. Do you do anything?
No, between my knees, not
Yeah, I know,
through my
between,
knees,
between.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
thrust
no. I hold my nerve.
hits the dirt. He kicks some other stuff around, heads back out, and a few moments later you can hear the trotting of soldiers marching through town onto the next area. Knowing
All right.
knowing how security in town works is sort of a part of who you are and what you do, and you're pretty certain they'll be alert for the rest of the evening, scouring the place. And if the woman, if they don't find you and it all turns out to be nothing, she'll probably get in some level of trouble for crying wolf. But until then, they can take this threat pretty seriously.
I'm feeling like I can't reliably get to Nightingale's house without being seen.
I mean, you got spotted pretty quickly.
I'll hide here until the sun sets, and it's like, pitch night.
I assume this was already after the sun sets, because you always travel to the town at night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's pitch black.
It's the night of the full
Streets.
moon.
Yeah,
Unlucky,
it's-
man.
But it's night. It's dark. The streets are dead. I can hear the guards walking around in their armor. Can I not sneak from alley to alley quite easily and get to our house?
Yeah, you can try and sneak your way
Yeah.
through town.
If I feel like it's relatively safe, that's what I'm going to do. If I feel like it's too dangerous, I'll just wait
No,
it
that's
out until,
an appropriate behavior to make,
Yeah.
and you can slip through town, taking your time, not walking openly and proudly. And now that it's been a couple more hours, now that it's not just after sundown, you wait till the deep hour of night, and you can make your way to Nightingale's place. It clearly is locked up for the evening. There's only a very dim glow in the kitchen. Probably the embers left from the fire. Everyone looks to be asleep. You're at the back gate, which is shut and locked right now.
do I know where Nightingale's bedroom is? Mm-hmm. I want to look around, make sure there's no guards around. I can't hear them, yeah? Got a
You
few
don't hear
moments.
any guards, no?
I reach down and, grab a stone and, throw it up at our window.
Okay. Yeah, after throwing a couple of rocks towards the window and then clanging against it, the door below opens in the backyard, and you hear the soft padding of what sounds like two people coming across the garden towards the back gate. And then a gentle happens on the inside of the gate door with a psst.
Hello.
Who's there?
Hello there. It's I. It's John Winters. Let me in. The guards are looking for me.
The gate opens, and there's that halfling gardener that you've seen before, staring up at you.
Good to see you again. You, get something nice for your wife and kids last time?
The head bobs, and he gestures for you to come in.
Yeah, I come in. Don't suppose you could wake up the good lady for me, could you? If you want to show me to her bedroom, I'll do it myself.
The lady's already awake, sir.
Ah, fantastic. I will hand this guy another gold coin.
All right. He brings you into the house, and you find yourself in, what do we call it? One of those parlors. Lady Nightingale is there with her nightgown on. Two soldiers, clearly a little bit bleary-eyed, stand next to her with a third alert soldier near the front door, gazing out one of the windows. Once the halfling brings you into the room, he quickly scurries off. Lady Nightingale, tired. Captain Winters, what brings you here?
Well, I must say, considering you've just woken up, you do look quite ravishing.
Can't help that I was born this way.
More than I can say for these two. I say, motioning to the guards. Although I suppose they're not here to look pretty.
Now, we have business to attend, I assume. You didn't just come here to flatter me.
I did come here to flatter you, but yes, I suppose we could do some business whilst I'm here. So, I start walking around the room. I pick some things up and take a look at them. And eventually, come back around and say, we've been out in the world. I got some things that I can give you. The problem is, it's not coin. It's jewels and the like. I don't know the place well enough to be able to sell them reliably. Thought maybe you could make some use of them.
She considers what you're saying.
Oh, question. Nilram would have told you to ask her how much the necklace and the ring was worth last time, because we didn't actually get a real appraisal, and she was sending that out. Sorry.
Yeah.
You bring me jewels instead of coins as payment for my ship?
Yeah. I'll pull out the bag from my first pocket and put it down on the table in front of her. We reckon it's maybe worth about 15,000 silver, give or take.
She shuffles through it. You can see that there are a couple of new rings on her fingers that weren't there the last time you saw her. Her head teeters back and forth for a little bit as she considers it. I don't know about 15,000, but maybe 2/3 of that.
Out of interest, what did you get for the last lot?
Haven't heard back yet. I don't sell the things here. Good Captain Winters. Port Ferris is too small of a town to manage such wealth.
You're telling me. You know, while we're on that subject, I've got a bit of a bone to pick with this debt of ours. Now, no one can deny we do have your ship, and that is worth some money. But without the official papers, this is causing me a lot of trouble getting around the islands here. Everywhere I go, I've got to hide the ship, ambushed by sheriffs. I almost got run through by one in the last place I visited. I think we all know that a ship without papers isn't worth as much as one with. So I think that should be reflected in our arrangement here.
Well, I can't very well sign over papers to a ship that's been stolen.
I understand. I'm saying for me, the value's not worth it. The money you want me to pay you, I could go and buy a ship for that and get the papers with it.
See.
Something to think about, Nightingale. Not something we need to worry about just now, because between you and me, we're planning on acquiring our own ship, and perhaps we can return this to you intact at some point in the near future.
Ship found sitting off a coast somewhere, returned to its proper owners by good Samaritans. It's a plausible story.
Happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Certainly something the White Prince's men would look fondly upon. Could be a nice little propaganda piece for them. Good people of following a stair virtuously returned the stolen ship. Makes a good story.
There you
Right,
go.
well, when you find your vessel, contact me and we will arrange the return, and we'll consider partial fee for renting. How about that?
Yeah. I say, motioning to the jewels on the table. Before I leave, one more thing. And I reach into my other pocket and take out these 2 earrings and open my hands to her and say, a gift, not for fencing.
You dog.
Why, thank you, John.
Boss. You're welcome. Do I have her first name?
I don't think you've ever been given it.
Now that you mention it, Nightingale, I don't think I ever caught your first name.
For you, it's Lady.
Well, lady, enjoy the earrings, and to keep these nighttime visits to a minimum, lest your husband gets too suspicious. And I give her a wink, and we'll walk
Right,
out.
husband, right.
I turn around. I'll see you later.
She watches you go, has one of the guards escort you to the back door and see you out through the gate while she sits and takes a look at the jewelry. And you can make your way back through the town. One more spot check for the guards to see if they see you. No, not with nighttime modifiers, but close. You'll hear them and manage to duck out of the way in time and get back on your rowboat and probably near sunup or so, you'll have made your way back to your little island.
Yeah, I ring the little tune on the bell and wait patiently for Nilram to let me in.
Nilrum, you'll be awoken by
yeah.
the kitchen boy coming to be like, "There, the bell's ringing. I think the captain's back."
Nilram Wizard locks his door, which is the one in the big room, you know? He got back in there after the captain wanted to go alone. So he wizard locks his door and he lets the captain in with a reveal spell.
Nice.
How
I
was
get
it?
off the. Yeah, it went fine. I say as I walk towards my room, the big room, right, and I get to the door and go to open it, and it's locked. Say, "What the door's jammed, Nilram. Move out of the way." And I try and give it a slam to open it.
Give him an open doors check.
Yeah.
It won't even work with an open doors check. It's magically held.
It can only be
shit.
opened through breaking it, though.
Benvar's lift gates would be the only way of doing it.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
Nope.
mind.
It'll never open
Something
for
wrong
you.
with it. Something wrong with this door. I'll have to get Bobby to take a look at it. But yeah, it went fine. I gave her the jewels, charmed her a little bit. The weird thing, as soon as I got into town, I was walking past, and there's this young girl. You know, she was looking at me. I was looking at her. She was looking good. Next thing, eyes go wide, and she screams, "It's Pirate Captain John Winters!" and ran off to get the guards. I had to hide under some sheets in an alley for about 3 hours. So they're out there
I'll
looking
smack
for
the
us.
fucking hat off you. It's the fucking hat, dummy.
I know. I was feeling it though. You know, I was looking good.
No one
Next
will
time
open
I'll
the door
take
with
the hats off.
ease and then slam it at
Wait, what the-
John's fucking stupidity.
I think I look aghast, wide, like eyes wide, mouth open, staring at the door. I turn around to like motion to somebody behind me, but there's no one behind me. And dumbfounded, I think I just sort of like walk to Archie's room or something and go and like sit with him for a bit.
We'll hang out.
Yeah, we'll hang out.
All right. Why don't we take our break right here? And when we come back, our pirate crew will set out on the high seas looking for a vessel to steal. You guys on the other side of a break.
Booty.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tides of Death. Our party is finally ready. Full HP across the board. You got little Billy here in base. He is going to be keeping it clean, keeping it tight, making sure everything is appropriate. Are you going to take Wiley with you on this
No.
journey? He's only got one arm, and he's only got 1 foot.
No, Wiley's staying in the base, I think. And
Yeah.
can he
Wiley
tell
and
us
Bobby.
like one of the most famous routes that he knew?
No,
of?
I know the routes.
know-
right?
you know the routes?
I've done routes from Solemn to Arcadia before, so I should know.
Can we get a birthday for Wiley and Billy? I'll ask them both. I want to know their birthdays.
Yes.
Oh, sweet.
Wiley was born on the... It's still loading. It's taking a long time. Well, he was born on the 9th day of some month. That is still not rolled yet. Of the 10th month. So October. October 9th
October.
is Wiley's birthday. And Billy's
Have that written?
birthday is...
His name's Bobby, by the way, not Billy.
Oh, Bobby. So,
Bobby. I'm sorry. Bob and Bill are both the same name, though?
No,
No?
Bill is short for William.
Damn it. You're right. Bobby. Little Bobby.
Bob is short
December
for nothing.
6th.
Robert.
Oh yeah,
Robert,
Robert. Yeah.
June 12th. No, December 6th and October 9th are the birthdays.
Wiley and Bobby. And then what month are we in right now?
It is July. July
Okay.
17th.
Of which year? Okay.
1511, 15.
It's something. Something
15,
like that.
12, 15, 13, 15. It doesn't matter.
We're playing loose with it.
Can I roll
Yeah.
for when Archie's birthday is?
Absolutely.
Okay, now I want to roll too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
so.
All
Same.
right. I will
How do I do that?
/R. I don't know how you want to do it. You could do a D12 for the
D-
month, D31 for the day, or you could do a D365, or
January
22nd of Feb.
January 6th. Oh, he's the child of the insurrection.
wow.
Oh, I'm born on 420. That's fucking sick. That's big.
Move that Hitler's birthday.
That's huge.
That's not Hitler's birthday, is it?
It is.
That is Hitler's
Is
birthday,
it?
It is.
yeah.
It is.
You know. No, I'm not going there. It's not worth it.
Good.
True.
Good.
It's not.
It's not worth
Got a German in here. Look out.
All right. So our party's gonna set out on the seas, looking for a new vessel. This is more of a take whatever comes sort of voyage, right? You might come across vessels that aren't worth your time, or maybe something that is worth your time but's too big for you to man. Who knows what you're gonna find? It's an adventure. So, most importantly, I'm gonna need a navigation check from Nilbum.
I got you.
You gotta be Johnny on the spot with where the
Whatever
party
the fuck
is.
you want.
Can
Oh
I-
my god.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't fuck around.
He's out of control now.
God.
I'd also
Yes.
like to use no time and no direction to give him advantage, but he's already beat it. So rip.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
hold
why
on.
have you got a -2 in there?
Hold on, I got
I
advantage.
think that's base. Jesus
Because then I got a
Christ.
nat 20.
I was gonna ask Koibu if I use 2 spells to be like, it's this time of day and we're this far north. or
Yep,
whatever.
that would absolutely help.
Huge.
Yes. So, perfect roll on the navigation check. You're going to be able to get out into the ocean, keep your bearings for this whole journey without any problem, and make your way home without any navigational issues, which one day I hope we encounter because navigating is a real part of seafaring, but we'll deal with that another day.
Yeah, good luck.
Now we have the best navigator in all the Dardennes on our ship.
Well, one day his character will be really drunk, and then I'll lawyer like a -10 on the navigation check, and he'll botch it. One day.
I'm just gonna start showing up the sessions drunk. Fuck it.
So, out you sail, looking for a good ship. You sail well past the site of any of these islands. You leave the circling storm overhead, because you know that when people are shipping from Arcadia to Solemn, they just avoid the Dardennes area. The storm is too much. It's a nasty place. It can be a nasty place for travelers. Sometimes there are, sandbars or low spots. Not much in the way of piracy out there, except now for you guys. But the White Prince is kind of a bitch to deal with, so travelers tend to avoid the area wherever
I want to say
possible.
something real quick. Sorry to cut you off. I wanted to make it clear to Wiley and Bobby, if they fucking leave when I'm not there, they cannot get back in. Just so they know.
Yeah, you can impress upon
Yeah.
them that there's no in and outs.
There is no in and out. You stay at the fucking. You eat our rations that we have a year for.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 days into your sailing around looking for something, and you guys spot this rather large ship that seems to be like caught on something, and it's listing pretty hard to its port side. You don't see anybody on top. There's no one waving to you, asking for help or anything like that. But you can see that there's like a big patch of kelp or seaweed around it, almost like it got caught in it somehow. And the whole thing is just like at like a 30-degree angle.
How many masts?
2.
Oh, it's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect. It was meant for us.
All right. Finally, a ship. Let's check it out.
Captain, maybe you should take this as an opportunity to use your spyglass and see if you can see what went on.
Fantastic idea. Sir.
Also, what is our plan here, Captain? Let's say there's 20 people on board. Are we killing them all and taking the ship? Are we laying ownership and asking them to join the crew? What is the, he'll use quotations, promise we're going to make here?
Perhaps we can give them a choice. They can fight and die, leave and go on their merry way, or come on board and help us navigate the masts.
And on? Okay, sounds good.
I check out the ship with my spyglass, Neil.
Mm-hmm. You can gaze all over it. It looks abandoned. The sails are in serious tatters, like they've been blown about by the wind and just kind of wrecked. You don't see any people anywhere. You can see that, it's tilting like 30% to port, and so the barnacles on one side have like been pulled up. The whole thing is like on its edge. Seaweed is like grabbing onto it. Oars have clearly fallen away into the water, and now we're just like resting, wrapped in seaweed here or there. It's clearly abandoned.
Yeah, so I put the spyglass away. Looks abandoned. Don't think we'll have to fight anyone. Trouble
Does
will
it
be
look-
getting it free.
Does it look seaworthy, Captain?
I think so. If we can free it from the weeds and grasping vines.
I'll look to. I'll look to Sail. Maybe your god can help us with that. Give him a slight smile.
Let's get on
Yeah.
board first. I'll climb up and drop a rope down. So let's we'll row over to it, Neil, and then I will climb up the side of the ship using the
Yeah.
barnacles as leverage.
Yeah, well, so you start rowing over to it, and there's like this big kelpie patch. And as your vessel rows into the kelpie patch, you find that the oars begin to get stuck. They begin to snag, and your ship eventually comes to a standstill as the spectral rowers like heave and heave and heave. But are
Stop
caught.
drawing. You'll break the ship.
We stop drumming.
All right.
You are-
As I'm like looking at this, do I see it looks like they're just getting like tangled, or does it look like there's any movement?
It just looks like it's getting tangled.
I want to getting a firm grip of my rapier. I want to put it into the water, and I want to test if these things are like actively grabbing or if they're just thick and causing trouble when rowing.
Yeah. So you like lean over the side of the boat to dip your rapier down into the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dip your rapier into the water, and you feel a tug. Give me a dex check to see if you can let go of your rapier in time or get pulled with it, because
Wait,
it's a
can
strong
he just hold
tug.
his rapier?
Yeah, you can give me a strength check.
Okay, can I, knowing that the dex check is a pass, if I fail the strength check, can I let it go? I mean, I try and
Yeah.
pull back, and if I'm losing, then I will.
Yep.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, so you give a tug, and it's strong. It yoinks the rapier out of your hand. You pass your dex checks, so you can let go in time to not get pulled into the water. And that is when the vines begin to crawl up the side of your ship. The kelp begins to ooze its way up, crawling up the oars, crawling up the sides of your ship. And I need you guys to roll me initiative.
I turn to Sail. Sail, what did we do? Make it stop. I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
This has nothing to do with Rohi.
We can say it, Sail.
Yeah, we can't say that name, dude.
Oh, I can say it. You can't.
Well, what is this then?
What if
I don't know,
I'm
let me
singing
ask
along
him.
to a song that has it in the lyrics. Can I say it?
Good one.
I'm sorry.
I
Good.
roll a 5.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Somebody got Steve in there.
I have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do.
Archie just punches it. He punches the seaweed.
Is this the scale, Neil? 50 feet. It's the deck of your ship.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's good. The ship looks fucking ugly, though.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
My water.
Oh man, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I should do here. Is talking just like a speed 3?
No, you can just talk for free. You don't need to roll anything.
Oh, I was specifically going to like try to commune with my god to see if I can.
Then
just
you
like-
can just go first if you're just talking.
Sure.
You don't need anything else.
I have this new pumpkin ale. It's very good.
Is it pumpkin flavored?
Dude, it's like, yeah.
Nice.
It is.
You going
Is
out
it-
tonight, man?
No. I'm gonna stay in and drink.
Nice.
Like a man.
All right. So, initiatives. We've got Brass Knuckles going at 3 because Archie cheats on his rolls somehow. I still haven't figured out how you're doing it, Archie, but I know you are. I know it. My heart of hearts. And
Dagger.
you are just You're just chatting, right, Potato?
Yeah, I guess I would have taken my rapier out, and I'm kind of like half-heartedly like defending myself, but I'm mostly concerned with like, oh god, I'm about to die. There's like some kind of sea creature coming out of the boat.
Yeah. Well, it's your turn.
gonna-
Start us off.
I will go slightly towards the back of the boat, turn out and look at the ocean, and say the name Rohi. And then I'll ask, Rohi, give me your guidance or assistance.
Where's the other ship gone?
Did it get moved?
It's just out on the screen right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You know what Velthar would do, Nick? She would do shit.
Yeah,
She fucking ghosts me, dude.
All right, Sail. I would like an omen reading check from you. You are not in a normal omen reading spot, but there are unusual circumstances here, and you're asking for guidance, is it?
Yeah, just like maybe a tip on how to defeat this, or something, or what it is, like inspiration, like this is like a living plant, or maybe it's actually a demon, or either information or advice. Just like a small. I imagine this is Rohi's wheelhouse. He probably knows what this is.
Archie, before I get to your answer, Sail, Archie, would you give me a perception check?
Absolutely.
So you're getting ready to deal with these things, and Sail mentioned he goes towards like the back of the ship and calls out to his deity, and you can vaguely overhear this conversation. Not like enough to really be paying attention, but you do hear a name call out, and you see Sail like turning and talking to the ocean, like speaking out across the waters, and that's pretty much all you get from this. Sail, you see a response to your question, and ocean waters are sort of choppy. There's waves going everywhere. There's lots of like crisscrossing patterns, but you will see a single large concentric ring sort of welling out from behind your ship over here, just sort of like spreading across the water. And then you see another one. So, one pings. Where are my colors? One pings from over here, and then another pings from over here, and another pings from over here, and another pings from here, and another pings from here. And that is the extent of the pinging, as sort of like ripples appear across the waves, over on top of the waves, until they reach that spot where it pings twice.
Which spot? Sorry.
You're not the cleric channeling that shit. You're probably not paying attention.
That's base, dude.
I have no idea how to interpret this. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna call out. I think there's something under the water. I think it's towards the front, the starboard or aft. I can't remember, or not aft.
The bow?
Yeah, towards the bow, the front right of the boat, I will say, so for lack of nautical terms. I think there might be something in the water that is causing this.
Archie, you're up next.
Archie's gonna be like, "Whew, thank God it's not outside the water." Am I right? There's not much Archie can do right now. There's not.
Yeah, this is the first problem that Archie's ever met that he can't punch.
Yeah.
Watch him.
Are nobody's manning the drum right now? There's no like spectral roars right now. Right?
No, they're done. No, I'm stopped.
Okay.
If it wasn't.
I think Archie's gonna get close to Nilrim and just ready to like defend him if something comes. I think that's the only thing he can really do right now.
Okay. Move yourself. Yep, you already done it. Nilrim, it is your turn.
I'm a magic user. Are they coming on the boat?
The seaweed kelpie vines are reaching up the oars, and they're crawling up the sides of the ship, but they haven't gotten to the deck yet.
Can I reach and like hit one, or can I ready an attack to hit one when they
Yeah.
reach the deck?
You can ready an
I'm gonna-
attack for when one gets to you.
I'm gonna ready an attack, and do I think that I could magic missile these, or no? Now the issue is,
I mean, you can magic
if you
missile
do it-
pretty much anything, right?
If you do magic missile on an inanimate object, it's just not gonna work. I
mean,
assume.
The missiles will fly, but it won't really do anything, right? If you magic missile a door, it's not going to destroy the door. It'll just poke some holes in it.
But if you magic missile some kelp,
It might break some kelp. Yeah. I don't know.
Can I do a spellcraft check to think if it would do damage, like actually, or no?
I mean, it will cause physical damage to whatever it strikes. What you're asking is the kelp a monster that has an HP bar that you can kill?
Okay.
And a
I
spellcraft
understand.
check won't help that.
Okay. I ready an attack with my dagger.
Right. On the backside of the ship, a large chunk begins to pull itself on board and comes reaching, not for the people in the prow or the bow, but for
Not
the
the
one on the
drum.
back.
Oh, thank God.
No, not the drum. For sail.
Oh, thank God it reached for sale.
Oh, something I meant to say is after the fight with Thing, I wanted to take one-handed fighting style. I think clerics can do that for plus 1
Yes.
AC.
Yes.
Face. Taking.
I never got a chance. I never got a chance to say it because I kept forgetting in debate.
Right. All right, so the vines reach out to you, Sail. And with an 18 on the attack roll? No, I'm sorry. 17 on the attack roll.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
will grab you. And they will pull you. Give me an opposed strength check, but it's gonna have to be a good one.
That's fine. That's Rohi's domain. He's good.
A 26. Beat a 26.
Oh, nice.
The vines begin to pull you into the water, and you can grab on to the railing of the ship and hold and resist as the kelp tries to drag you into the ocean. Captain Winters.
All right.
Can I get an? I can't get an attack of opportunity where I am, right?
No, because you're ready for something next to you, and that's on the other side. At the end of the round, if you haven't made an action, you can jog over there.
Do it. Thank you.
So my action was to tie my two 50 feet ropes together and try and lasso something on the other ship to get across there.
So what
Is this giant rope sea monster enough for me to maybe reconsider that action?
So
You're
you
the
start
only
off the
one.
round and you've grabbed the rope off your shoulder and
Yeah.
the rope on and you're tying the ropes together. So you're already sort of starting on this. I think when your turn rolls around is you've got the two ropes and you're beginning to lasso it and you hear the shouting and you turn back over your shoulder while you've got the lasso in hand.
I'm
this thing.
going for it. I throw it to the other ship. I will state that I have rope use proficiency, and I have a free weapon proficiency that I was thinking of taking as lasso.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I need the weapon proficiency lasso to do this, or would rope use be enough?
Take a look at the lasso entry in our combat tactics book.
Yeah.
LM lasso. Let's see, a lasso or lariat is commonly associated with nomadic cultures. Native Americans, Central Asians use them. Lassos are only effective when used in conjunction with a called shot attack. They cannot be used for normal attacks. If the attacker succeeds with a called shot against his opponent's legs, gets the lasso to settle low enough against the body, and you can pull trip at a +4.
Can you say what you're doing again, Nick? I didn't hear.
I'm trying to throw a rope to the other ship to tie it here so that I can get over there if I need to.
The attacker succeeds with a called shot against his opponent's arms. He can trap his enemy's weapon, shield, or both. Last but not least, a lasso can unhorse a rider by succeeding on a called shot. The rider is moving.
And we don't have
I mainly want it for this kind of thing, to create, paths to other ships.
we don't have a grappling hook, do we yet?
No.
We need to find
No,
it.
I don't think so. Oh, wait, did we not use one? No, I think we lassoed the prison ship.
We lasted the prison ship. Yeah, I think we should make that a goal. Getting a grappling hook.
Just take a quick look at the rope use proficiency as well.
Yeah, I think that last time you let us use seamanship for it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
If it was closer, that would make sense, because you're always having
Yeah.
to toss ropes from one ship to another to bind them, but this is a pretty big distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. 100%.
So why don't we use the range of lasso as penalties for a seamanship check to lasso another vessel? That seems like a
Not
nice
a rope
hybrid.
use check? No? Seamanship? Okay.
Yeah.
What is rope use used for then?
Actually, yeah, I'll let you use rope use or seamanship. Either one will do.
I'll
well.
use rope use, yeah.
Is that a better roll for you?
Much better, yeah. Stacks.
Let
What
me
is seamanship, man?
Will.
Lasso has range 10, 20, 30.
Yards, right? This is like 20 yards.
Yeah, it has
Less
the
than
same
20
range as
yards,
dagger.
really.
So 10 yards would be 30 feet, 20 yards would be 60. So it is a medium range shot, -2 on your rope use check to try and lasso the other ship.
Okay. Fuck.
Ooh, close but no cigar. You toss it out, it falls short. You pull it back, swing it about again, chuck it again, falls short again, and I think you probably only get 2 in the round as you're yoinking it back after tying it together, and it catches on the kelp. And that is when the next one emerges from the water, right in front of Nilrum. Nilrum, get your attack of opportunity.
Do I get high ground? Unironically, because I'm above it?
Yes.
And I get an attack? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. 10. It is Giga Chad, it's Omega Big.
You do indeed stab your dagger into part of the kelp.
Nice.
Roll me some damage.
2.
Yeah, you sever like a strand which sort of falls at your feet and does not seem to hinder the creature in any way,
HP
shape,
bar?
or form. When you do real damage to it, I'll let you know, but that is just slicing off the strand that's coming for you, which will now have a penalty on its attack roll. Instead of be
I meant like
13?
14?
13 to
Yeah,
hit.
14 AC. I'm not
Ah.
surprised. 14 AC.
All right. Then because you hit, it got a penalty of, because you did 2 damage to it, it got a penalty of 2 to its attack roll. So it sort of tries to make a grab at you. You cut off the section that's trying to wrap itself around you, and the rest of it just like pulls slightly onto the boat. And initiative order, I guess, Archie, you had a ready to action to sort of defend Nilrum. Did you want to do something with your turn?
Yeah, I'm just gonna try punching it. I just want to see what happens.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We roll a hit.
Worked for literally everything else so far.
Yep.
It works for anything in real life,
21?
you know?
It does. That's a
You
hit.
punch the shit out of the seaweed.
Does he crit it?
Oh,
Or no?
Oh wait,
No,
sorry, that's
he
an
does
attack
not.
roll.
6 damage.
6 points of damage. The brass knuckles come down on the side of the ship, severing the chunk of kelp that's already on board the ship, leaving it writhing on your deck, while the rest of it sort of slips off the backside again, and the creature
But
can
I'm
be
sorry, I just
considered
wanted to make
no longer
sure.
on the ship.
Because I hit it 10, and he got a 21.
Yeah, but it
Isn't
wasn't a
that
natural
clear
18. Has to be
I-
natural 18.
Oh, we're not doing that anymore. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
And we will go to the next round initiative, everyone.
Wait, Archie gets to
second
attack.
attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Second attack,
but
Archie.
We'll take the 11 roll that I accidentally made.
Oh.
So that's a
Okay,
hit
that's a hit
again.
then.
Oh. Okay.
7.
Yep. You just crash some more seaweed that's already lounging around. It seems to break under your fist, but not really be affecting the thing. Is this a thing? Is it a person? What is the proper noun to use for this monstrosity
Say thing.
thing?
Nick, if I enlarge someone and they didn't have a magical weapon and they struck someone after I enlarged them, do they do damage if the creature needs like magic to hit them?
I
No?
don't think so. No.
I guess I'm gonna start magic missiling then.
All right.
Wizard spells are super low in cast time, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of
usually
crazy going
the-
from like a cleric to wizard.
It's usually the spell level for the casting time, which is nice.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
is
so
super nice, actually.
Before I
I
roll
never
initiative,
realized that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have any rope on my character sheet. Is there just like rope lying around the
Oh yeah,
ship?
you're in your boat. There's
Yeah, for
there's
sure.
all sorts of rope.
Okay, because Archie's very smart, right? But he's been on boats, and he's been on boats that have been in trouble before. And I feel like one
Mhm.
thing that Archie has learned that you can do in these situations is sailor will like tie themselves to the ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
True. Yeah.
To
Yeah,
not get,
that's
like,
a
dragged
thing.
off by the
That is
storm or
smart, yeah.
whatever. So I think Archie wants to like look around and start tying himself and others to the ship.
Done.
That's good.
Is that how do
Plus
I
3?
roll, like?
You would roll up +3. That would be an item interaction.
Okay, so I roll what?
D10
D10
plus
+3.
D10 plus 3.
Is that is he gonna be able to tie multiple people to the ship at
No,
Or is
he'll
it
just
one
be
person
tying
ship?
himself. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Initiative is roll. Ooh,
Yeah, it's update
Chan.
Archie to an 8.
Right, you go to 8, Ryoga. Nilrum, start us off.
Am I allowed to do some flavor with my magic missile?
Of course you are. Yeah.
All right, Nilrim
Love me some
makes
flavor.
2 diamonds of force appear out of his hand, and then he like does like a circle and like another circle, and he shoots the diamonds like a portal gun, like, you know, portal, through the circle, and they come out in the other circle, which is next to the seaweed monster, and they hit him there. So the magic missile doesn't technically fly through the air, like dimensionless over.
Nice.
So
And
Nilrim
strike-
blasts him for 2d4 plus 2.
Which league champion does that
Which
like
would be
teleport
9.
mean?
Which league champion does the teleport mean, you said?
Yeah, they like appear out of the ground and then shoot at people. Like now I have visions of Neilrim like doing that.
Fuck, I don't know.
Let's see.
Zoe, that's
Probably. Oh, Zoe or Kali. Yeah. Zoe, definitely. 9 damage to the creature.
Excellent.
And I'm gonna like back up if I'm allowed movement without getting attack of opportunity.
Yes, Archie has broken with his fists all of the kelp that's attached to the ship, which has sort of freed the area around you of monsters. So you will not take opportunity attacks as you back off.
I'm gonna
we-
kind of position
See,
myself.
HP bar.
Oh, sorry.
I'll get there.
I'm gonna kind of position myself here, so it's like if I do get pulled, I have like some sort of like mass in front of me that I can like grab onto.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, if something comes from behind, I'm fucked. But I assume it's probably just these two, maybe a third. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, not bad.
There we go. Sail.
yeah. I'm gonna cast hesitation, and my roleplay for it is. Let me just actually hit the spell. But since these are, as far as I can tell, these aren't creatures with sentient minds, I'm gonna like roleplay it that the water they're in, like it's thicker, because like we're at sea and Rohi is helping me, and they don't move quite as fast, so they take a +4 penalty to their initiative for 4 rounds.
Excellent. I think that gets applied immediately. So this will go at this.
They
can
don't
only
get a
get-
save, right?
They do get a saving throw. Good
They save it
call.
again.
They do get a save. Yeah.
That's a 5 on the die. That is a failure for a saving throw. Excellent.
I'm
Archie,
still
go
within
ahead.
attack of opportunity range.
Yes, because one is like literally grabbing you, and you've like held on to the deck of the ship and braced yourself enough to cast your spell, but like one is still wrapped around your waist, trying to drag you overboard.
Perfect. Yeah, I end my turn.
Excellent. Archie.
So I tie myself to the ship, to like the mast.
Mm-hmm.
Is that my action for the turn? I'm not really
That
sure
would
how this
be,
works on my
yeah,
turn.
a full action is to get yourself tied to the mast. I do have a question for you, though. How much slack do you want? Are you, like, bound directly to the mast? Do you have 10 feet of room? What's your mobility like?
I ideally, if the rope is long enough, I'd want to be able to go to either end of the ship. Although no, that wouldn't really work.
On a boat, there's a lot of rope
Um,
available, so whatever length you want is what you've got.
This is DM code for how long do you want to be? How far do you want to be pushed down into the water?
Exactly.
Hey. That's not what
I think Archie would know to like make the length about to the point where if you fell off the ship, you wouldn't like land in the water, right?
Okay.
So it's
So
how far are we down to? Like 10 feet, 5 feet?
Maybe
3,
4 feet
4?
from the top to the water line. So you'd get like about 10 feet of rope. Let's call it 10 feet of slack.
That would be it.
Perfect.
Is it from where you are right now, or is it from the middle? Sorry.
I assume he's attaching it from the mast,
I would
right?
assume, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got 10 feet of space.
Yeah. I'll also call out to everyone to tie yourself down, lads. Storm's coming.
Right. Next up is Captain Winters.
I would yell out to Winters. Can you put the magical item in the stores? I don't know what your shit is right now, but yeah. Someone needs to do it, I think.
Okay, I reach into a bag, Neil. I've still got the rope, right? I quickly reach into a pocket and pull out like a bottle of rum or something that I've got on me.
Okay. With
I
you
throw
so
it over
far?
to Archie. Say, Archie, fire! Throw it at him, and then I turn back and try and lasso the other boat again.
All right. Give me the same roll that you did last time.
What did no?
A natural 1. It's a terrible throw. Terrible throw. Give me a saving throw versus death.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Fail it. Damn it. All right. You throw it's just a regular miss then. You chuck the rope. It doesn't go nowhere. Nothing happens of note. You try and lasso the other ship, but it's a long way to throw a rope and then also have it land on a peg in order to like get a good hook. It's a difficult shot to make. Up next come the monsters. The first one is the one on the top side, and it will pull itself back onto the ship again. 1, 2, and it goes right back for Nilrum. Nilrum reaches out with its tentacles. This time it's got a 16 and 7 is a 23, I think.
That would hit,
Yes. And give me an opposed strength check as it tries to drag
Can I
you.
get either advantage or something else? Because I specifically mentioned I'm going to the post. If he comes, I'm like gonna wrap around.
Yeah,
the post.
I'll give you a +2 on your roll. It has rolled a 24.
No.
Not good enough. It grabs you and with surprising strength yoinks you right out of the ship and pulls you into the water.
He should have gave me advantage, Nick, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, I would have hit it. Unlucky.
On the south side of the ship, Sail, you are fighting for your life. You're already grabbed by this thing. And instead of trying to drag you into the water this time, because you're like braced against the side of the ship, it just begins to constrict around you and crush you. So it will make another attack roll, but it rolls a 9. So somehow you manage to like wedge yourself. How do you manage to wedge yourself in a way that it can't constrict you very easily?
I feel like I was given lots of bear hugs as a kid, so I like stick my shoulders out as hard as I can and like try to keep myself breathing. And I think also the armor spell is also helping a lot there.
Yeah.
It's like giving me magical power to resist.
All that childhood wrestling with your brother comes back to you. You remember how to avoid these monstrous grasps.
It was bullying, not wrestling, actually.
Okay. This isn't like playful wrestling with your brother. This is like people being little pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
Quick
we
question.
end the round. Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna try and lure you here. Okay, I'm gonna bullshit you. Can you cast rope trick under you? And I'm gonna say it says you climb up, right? But what is up when you're going like in water? You know?
That's true. That's a great question.
That's kind of what I'm going for. Yeah.
The greater point is that you can't cast spells while underwater and being grappled by a monster. So,
That is true. I'm not under. Am I underwater right now?
Yeah, he yoinks you off
Okay,
the side of
okay.
the boat. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I was underwater. Okay, cool.
Quick question, Neil. These tokens you've got here, How accurate are they? It looks like there's some weird bulbous things on the back of them.
Those
Looks like
are
there's some red
mushrooms
eyes.
because there's not like good seaweed monster tokens, so I've just grabbed like a vine monster token.
There's
so
no
That's not like a
obvious-
call shot.
No.
There's no obvious like heart or something.
No. Think of just like a floating mound of seaweed that is like sending out clumps of it to come up and grab at you. So not, there's not the teeth, there's not the eyes, there's not the mushrooms on the back. However, we are ending our session early today, so why don't we end here with Nilrim grappled and being pulled beneath the waves, Archie tied to the mast, Captain
I'm good to go
Winters.
for another 24 minutes if you want to, but if not, it's fine.
I just think this is
He needs to
It's a good
reroll.
spot. Sure.
This is a really
Say
good
again?
spot, a really good tension spot
Okay.
for you guys to figure out what the hell you're gonna do, and hopefully when we come back next week, you guys will have a plan.
All right, we'll get some planning done for this, I think.
Yeah.
It did seem when Archie smacked the monster or whatever that at the very least his seaweed did fuck up, right?
Yeah, he seemed to be breaking off large chunks of the seaweed
Okay.
relatively easily, but only your magic missiles seemed to do any damage. And then there were those
Makes sense.
pings in the water that only Sail really saw.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting.
We'll find out next week what our brave pirates are going to do about these bizarre kelp monsters.
Cool.
Cool.
Crazy.
Anyone
Well,
have
some good
anything to
characters, boys.
say before we go?
Go check out the discussion thread at reddit.com/Koibu
True.
/r/Koibu.
Rude, yeah.
If you want to fight about what happened last week, I'm still ready and down. Got a few beers in me, so I might be a little bit more mean.
Absolutely
excited.
go there and bait Mooten right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it. We will catch you guys next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye bye.
See you later.